Be considered when the commission hears its next full rate case in 2028. The review is said to be completed by December. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's 89 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta, and WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards is looking for a mix of clouds and sun today. We're going to see once again scattered storms in the late afternoon, and for your evening ride home as well, look for a high around 94. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. Today, DeKalb County Police are searching for a suspect who ran from the cops this morning in Stone Mountain. An officer was attempting to pull over a driver when he took off, and police gave chase. The suspect ended up slamming into a parked vehicle on Old Highgate entry.
The driver and passenger got out of the vehicle and ran. Police quickly took the passenger into custody. The driver escaped.
Blaine Clark with DeKalb County Police says they are looking for him now. Anyone with information is being asked to give police a tip. Also in DeKalb County, there are some charges now after another police chase ended in a fatality. An 18-year-old Fairburn man is now facing charges of murder and vehicular homicide after this April crash. His name is Joseph O'Day. He has been indicted today on a list of charges, accused of this high-speed chase which led to him hitting a grandmother and her grandson, who were simply out for a walk near Miller Grove High School. The grandmother was killed and her 14-year-old grandson injured. Recent pop-up showers may have gotten you wet, but there is a sunny side. Georgia Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper says it's eased drought conditions, leading to some ag optimism.
We won't know anything related to specifics on how crops may have been significantly impacted until things start getting harvested later this year.
Still, Harper says we do remain abnormally dry and in a state of drought across much of the state. A new study from UGA prompts researchers to send out a warning about AI tools being used for financial planning. Dr. Swarn Chatterjee says their research finds AI chatbots can provide a good option for limited advice.
The answers that these chatbots gave were mostly in the ballpark. On average, I'd say they were not incorrect. But when we look at across the different Gen AI platforms, the answers vary.
He says those answers changed based on the racial demographics in the prompt. He believes you should use AI as a starting point, then consult a pro. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow, you'll be able to buy a collection of Barbie stamps featuring Barbie dolls through the years dressed for 10 iconic careers. The release is happening on the last day of the 2026 National Barbie Dolls Collectors Convention in Austin. And by the way, the price of first-class postage increases on Sunday, jumping 4 cents to 82 cents per forever stamp. It's 3:03, time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather as we await the beginning of the Von Hessler Doctrine. To the WSB 24-hour traffic center we go. Alex Williams, how is that afternoon drive?
Oh, unfortunately getting ugly in a hurry, Veronica. Got a car upside down on its roof, 285 northbound, the outer loop in Tucker, just north of La Vista Road, exit 37. You were single file in that left lane, squeaking by there, already getting very slow back toward Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. Plan your alternates accordingly there. And 85 northbound out of DeKalb toward Gwinnett County, another crash on 85 north, just north of Pleasantdale Road, exit 99. Before you get to Jimmy Carter Boulevard, it's been in multiple center lanes. Buford Highway could save you a little bit of time there. Southbound into town, a full house, already about 24 minutes from the 85-400 merge to get down to I-20, and 75-85 northbound also packed in University Avenue up toward Freedom Parkway. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon. Some of the storms may produce an isolated damaging wind gust or heavy downpour. Until then, it's going to be hot with a high of 94. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered storms. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Right now, 88 degrees in Lithonia, it's 83 in Marietta, and 90 in Midtown Atlanta at 3:04. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. I got me mates with me. The Doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is checking in. He is here. Woo! All right, that's it. That's all I've got. You guys have a great day. It's a little hot out there, huh? A little hot outside. A little bit hot outside. The heat dome is not on us, however. I don't think we're suffering from the heat dome. at this point.
No, in fact, we're expecting rain this weekend. A little bit of rain.
Is it a rain dome?
No, not a rain
We
dome.
could get one of those.
It's a wet bulb.
Is it a wet bulb? Is it an atmospheric river? Is that why it's going to get wet?
It's all of them together, right, Christina Edwards?
That's right. It's going to be wet and hot, and that's weather for you.
Oh, thank you.
Sabrina.
Thank you. You really dug.
She's sorting out.
You really dug in deep there. Did you recharge her before the show? That's your job as the producer.
I forgot to plug her in. I'm sorry.
No.
She's like the new FIFA ball.
Yeah, she's the new FIFA ball. She has to be recharged for 2 hours before each match. It seems she's shown up to the pitch. And it's not the character, it's Autumn. So this is every character is going to sound like this. But I blame Jared Yamamoto just because it's fun.
And I'll accept responsibility for this. I didn't plug her in, and now we have a malfunctioning.
Shouldn't she charge remotely like a lot of things can now with just the use of the sun?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, there's like a magnet under my butt.
Yeah.
And
the
just
butt
charges
magnet.
me when I sit in this chair.
She is a butt magnet.
She's a butt magnet. That one, I tell you what.
That thing's mag safe.
Yeah.
I'd charge that.
Yeah, you'd reverse the polarity.
That's right. Ooh, polarity, reverse polarity.
How about
This
that?
guy,
Yeah.
no one can say that he's some kind of hackneyed comedian over there.
He said polarity.
He's not only polarity, he's reversing that polarity. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I don't even know what he means. What's that?
I don't know what this. Hey, you got to be careful before you take off from the cops and start one of those high-speed chases. You got to be careful. You got to make sure the cops were actually ever interested in your vehicle. You know this story? This guy in Coweta County. So the cops, the cops sees like an SUV. I think it was going like 70 miles an hour and whatever. And he puts his lights on, goes out. Then some other guy, I think he was in a Ford Focus. He goes, "Oh no." And then he thinks the cops are after them. He hits the accelerator and takes them on. Like at one point, he gets to 140 miles per hour. Then they had to do the old Earnhardt, hook him. And my goodness gracious, they had to let him know, hey, we weren't even after you. Who's the other guy we were going after?
Why was he afraid?
Well, I think he was afraid because I think once they got there, I think he was driving without a license and
He also
a
had
bunch
one
of
of
other
those
stuff.
modified Ford Focuses, so it probably looked all souped up and weird.
Yeah.
21 years old, frontal lobe not fully developed.
Yeah, right. If you're gonna have a hoopty mobile, you got to have a license. You can't have a car that just brings extra attention to itself. If that's
Or you
true,
gotta play it cool.
Yeah.
Or
Like if you think you're getting busted, pretend like you're not at least until you're like physically getting busted.
Well, he's 21 or something like that.
Yeah,
21.
well, now he
21. So he's learning a valuable life lesson, which is don't drive without a license. But if you have to drive without a license, don't do things in your car or with your car that make it stand out. You know, it's okay, ladies and gentlemen, to blend in every once in a while. It's okay to blend in. You know what? Next time you go to a party, assume that no one's interested in your brand, whatever that is.
Your Ford Focus should also not go 140 miles per hour.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
freaks me out. How did
That's
that
crazy.
Well, and it didn't even tear itself apart. You would think like at some point the doors would just fly off. It would just disintegrate. If you hit 145 miles an hour, the metal just disintegrates around you.
Yeah, my Volkswagen Beetle 71 mile or 171.
Hey, don't those Volkswagen Beetles, they'll move because they used to be manual. By the way, nobody's. I just saw this the other day. Nobody, because of everything being done for you by technology, I guess we are actually at that point at the end where it's going to snap, and pretty soon no one is going to know how to drive a manual.
They don't make them anymore, do they?
Well, sure. You have to order them. No, they do make them. There are still stick shifts. He has one, although his car is pretty old. Your Jeep is
my
pretty
car
old.
is 10 years old, but it is a stick shift.
But there's something weird about that where even if you never need it, it's just like a skill that's because really if you're I had to get rid of my stick shift just because my left knee just started barking too much with driving Peachtree all the time with the clutch. But there's a difference, when you have a stick shift, you are actually operating the vehicle. You're working with the vehicle. You're like Dr. Joe was saying the other day. Both sides of the brain. Your hands are moving. Your feet are moving. You got to keep an eye on the traffic around you. All the normal stuff. What's your speed? All of that kind of stuff. You got to anticipate. Oh, here comes a hill. That's going to be a dead. You got to think. If you're not using a stick shift, you're just riding. It's not really like driving. You're kind of guiding. You're navigating the vehicle because, you got to go left, got to go right. But you're just kind of steering a machine. And somewhere in there, if that skill set is just completely lost, then there's something that's not happening in the brain of the person anymore. And it's just more of these, I just feel like skill sets are being lost as we go. And that's natural. But I think it's been just accelerated by the technology and the boom in the technology. And I guess you get good things from the technology as well. But I do feel like we're, you want, I don't want to be sexist here, so I won't be. So I'll say everybody. But there's a part of me who wants to say, hey, you know what? A guy ought to know how to drive a stick shift. Whether he, let me be misogynist for a second. And I'm not saying that there should be a law passed that women shouldn't be able to. It's everybody who wants to should be able to. But I do have this thing in me that says, a dude should know how to drive a stick shift. Whether they need to or not, they should be able to.
Amen, Eric. Amen. Yes. You absolutely should know how
to
do it.
As two alpha males who know how to drive a stick shift.
Yeah, and honestly, when I got my Jeep, the reason why I got it living in the city was because it's an anti-theft thing too. But so many people, nobody knows how to drive it. So because I used to park on the streets here in Atlanta, and I was worried that I didn't know how street parking was going to work. It's anti-theft. My car never got broken into.
That's a great point. I hadn't thought about that. How many people have tried to steal vehicles and got in and found out, what's this? I hadn't even thought about that angle. But hey, listen, if you're living somewhere where cars get stolen, get a stick shift. Of course, you have to learn how to drive it. And also there's that whole thing where it's unnerving when you learn how to drive a stick shift because you're scared as hell. First time you're on a hill at a red light and there's cars behind you and you just have to work in this idea. Let me get this straight. This car is going to roll backward. Doing it correctly means this car's going to roll backward toward the car stopped behind me before I catch it and make it go forward. And right there's this learning curve that is frightening. And then guess what? Suddenly you don't care about the hills anymore. You've got the skills. You
learn from it. The first day of school, my junior year, I was able to drive to high school, and leaving school, I was still not quite comfortable driving with a stick shift. I blew through a stop sign, and a cop pulled me over, and he was so nice about it. I explained to him, I'm like, look, I'm still kind of learning it. I just got my license. I'm so sorry. I promise you I'll have this down by next time. And he gave me a warning. He actually gave me a warning. He was really nice about it.
He's like, look, I'm a virgin. All right. If you want to know why I'm fumbling around here, I'm trying to learn how to.
Give me a break
my
here,
heart's to the right. One day I'm going to really know how to drive a car very well.
I promise. I promise.
Just early days for me. That's all.
Forget driving a stick shift. People aren't even going to be able to drive with the automated driving.
Well, I know. And by the way, thanks for bringing that up. So this, I find it difficult to explain to people this little intersection we have here: Peachtree, West Peachtree, and then Beverly.
It's like a 5-way.
It's very weird. It's a very weird thing that there are. You have to do things that signs don't tell you to do. Because it operates as a 3-way stop, but it's really a 5-way, depending on what the traffic pattern looks like at any given time. And these Waymos do not know how to deal with this thing. First of all, I saw it again today. It puts on its left turn signal, but it's not in the left. You know how it branches off there at the very end?
Yeah.
If you're coming from Buford Highway, and you can go left and turn left onto Beverly, and there's a very small area there where you get into that left turning lane. It doesn't understand that. So left signal comes on from the right lane, and then once it decides it gets to go, it only knows about the 3-way stop thing. It doesn't know about the other. And I saw it. 3 times I've seen a near accident. And in all 3 situations, guess why there wasn't an accident?
Why?
Because a human being was in the other car and decided to change that. Because once the Waymo makes its decision, that's it. That's
it.
it.
Does
It's
seem
going.
like it would be, and I don't encounter any Waymos here yet. Maybe yet, but
Yeah, they'll be there.
It does seem super annoying for. First of all, when anybody does something strange when they're driving, right? When even if you're at a 4-way stop and there's 4 of you and you know the right person is supposed to go, but then they wave you and it's like, no, you're messing it up.
I know. You want to get out of your car and go, look, do you understand the rules? You're supposed to go first.
You're next. So that means that the other 3 people know because that's the rule. Anyway, so then for it to then just be an empty car seems like I can't even get mad at anything.
That's the whole thing. And it's just funny because
it's like being mad at my toaster.
If the person that was the behind the Waymo that had to moderate their driving in order to not get into an accident, if there was a person in that car, they at least would have heard a horn. Like you would have hit a horn. But they don't. It's like, well, there's no
you can
reason.
honk all day at your,
it doesn't matter.
Oven. It doesn't matter.
That's what it is.
I yell at my oven all the time.
That's what it is. It's an appliance.
Right.
It has no ability to feel shame about what it's done
you
or
can't
anything.
even drive past it and look at it and let it know you've done something wrong.
I flipped it off. They have cameras on them, so somebody will see. How much do you think they give the city? They must give cities tons and tons of money.
It's good. That's a good thing to find out. Yeah,
because you could say as a city council, well, we want to protect people who drive we want to protect ride share.
Right. Well, there's
not
the whole
just
thing.
that, but we also want to protect the people because now we are having to deal with not only what we would normally have to deal with when driving, hazards or whatever. Now we're dealing with this machine that is making odd decisions.
Now remember, we live in Atlanta. We were on the vanguard of the Segway, so I think it's pretty obvious we're going to be on the vanguard of the driverless.
We don't receive any.
Remember when Shirley Franklin said that she was asked whether we could afford the Segways? Because we bought a bunch of Segways when they came out for the ambassadors that were downtown, and she was asked, "Can we afford it?" And she said, "I think when you look at the future, you have to ask yourself, can we afford not to?"
Oh.
And, the history now, looking back, says yes, we very much could have afforded not to. Nobody cares about Segways. They were the biggest thing in the world for a moment.
Next time I ask my mom for money.
Yeah.
Can you afford not to?
Can you afford not to? Hey, how much is it going to cost you if you find me derelict on the streets?
Yeah.
That's going to cost you more. There's going to be
cost you more down the road.
Yeah.
Give it to me now.
Got a hospital stay. You got all this kind of stuff. There's all the follow up.
Regardless, Shirley Franklin.
The drug rehab alone.
Ugh.
She's still making me proud. Remember, she said she was going to make us proud. That was her big campaign slogan.
Who?
Yeah. Shirley Franklin.
Oh,
I will make you proud.
Well, she made me proud.
With those Segways.
Well, every time I see the Segway, they're still around, I think. I haven't seen them in a couple of years, but I have seen people on Segways still. But it's more downtown, right? Is it the triangle? Is it the tourist triangle?
Yeah, you see them down there. I've seen
even the tours. That's right.
Yeah. Is there any way to? Do they even have places that fix Segways anymore?
No, they're all in a shed with spider webs on them.
when a wheel breaks or something, you just go, okay, that's it. They don't do anything.
It's an old man, and he's the only one who's like the old man that can still fix a TV.
I can put a new wheel on that thing for you.
We talked about it before. I think
the guy 2000
the guy who invented it. For some reason, I do remember his name. It was Dean Kamen. I don't know if it was him or someone else that was like the head of the company. But somebody died on one of these Segways. Some bigwig at the top of the the Segway chain died. This came up a couple of years ago, but assuming that anyone who was listening then may not be
listening. Did he fall off of it or something?
In 2010, Jim Heiselden, the businessman who purchased Segway Incorporated in 2009, he purchased it in 2009. In 2010, he tragically died after riding an off-road model off a cliff.
Hey, a man
into a river.
Autumn Fisher. A man lost his life, for heaven's sakes. For your entertainment? How dare you?
16 years ago.
I know. Too soon.
Okay.
Too soon. I'm sure he was a good family man. But first mistake he made was buying Segway in 2009. There was no future for it.
Off-road Segway.
And then
why? What?
Well, maybe you want to hike, but you're getting older. I don't know why. I don't know why. Speaking of getting older, I do have to ask this question. I will not belabor it because, I know people get a little bit annoyed with me with these things, but I do have to ask this question. How is it possible? Somebody tell me how it's possible in the year 2026, when I am the ripe old age of 62, that I could drive to work today and listen to a new Rolling Stones album that is awesome. How is that even possible? How? Somebody
AI.
tell me.
AI.
Well,
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
We're all in a
Good
simulation.
living.
Is it good living?
Good living. Having streaming audio, because you sure as hell's you're never going to hear that on the radio.
Well, yeah, and that's why they didn't put out albums for a long time, I think, is they thought, there's no radio to throw singles at, so why bother? So now they do it. They play a different game with it. But, I mean, it's just, I was just driving to work just being stunned. It's not like you're, like, listening to these rock and roll songs going, come on, guys, you can do it. I mean, it's just to the wall rock and roll. Just it's unbelievable.
Now, is it better than Voodoo Lounge?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I have to go back and listen to Voodoo Lounge.
I was trying to think of one that nobody likes.
No, the one nobody likes is their worst one, Dirty Work.
Okay, is it better than Dirty Work?
Yes, it is better than Dirty Work. It's better than Bridges to Babylon. Those are my two least favorite Rolling Stones
Better
albums.
than the last one.
I haven't been all the way through this one yet. I only heard what I heard on the way here. But so far, yeah, I'm liking the feel of it. It's a little more organic, a little dirtier. But what surprises me is that it's not just them checking off boxes.
Right.
It's a lot of clever stuff, like the kind of stuff they were doing in the 70s. A lot of Jagger doing the falsetto thing, sort of quasi, disco beats here or there, just really good. Well, I mean, they're not just walking in going, okay, let's turn up the guitars and rock like old men. There's a lot of that, but there's a lot that's clever.
And Paul playing bass on it, right?
Yeah, he plays on one song, I think. I don't know which one. He played on one song on the last one. But I won't go over it for too long. This is not a music review show, for heaven's sakes.
That's your podcast, right?
But I just think there ought to be a law. We got to. These guys just have to stay alive until I'm gone, because it's too much of a tease that through all of my life I've been able to have the new Rolling Stones album, and then that's going to be taken away now? No, it should have been taken away 10, 15, 20 years ago. This is not fair. At this point, they just have to stick around longer than me, so I can keep.
I'll be around for you.
Yeah, I saw the interview with Keith Richards. It's like, hey, you guys are still like the last band standing. How do you do it? He said something like, hey, you go to bed early, mate. Yeah. Works wonders.
Go to bed early. Date a woman 40 years younger.
It'll work wonders. The one thing they're doing, they have a couple of videos that are real videos. I find this somewhat annoying, but there looks to be like a video for every song, and they put some time into it. This must be a new thing where, because there's no radio and there's no place to throw songs like that, there's thought put into each video in the sense that there's a lighting director, there's a scenario, whatever. But each video is really just kind of one individual sort of performance dancing. And it depends on where they put them. Like one is, in the middle of a city. And I think a lot of people like this kind of stuff. I've never been into performance dance. It's just not a thing for me.
Choreography.
But so they're putting some thought into it. And then there's a couple of them that are like genuine videos. But so I'm not a huge fan of that, but who cares? I do it the old-fashioned way. Listen to it as an album.
Young celeb to be in the video, like they did with Sydney Sweeney last
She
time?
should be in all of them.
Yeah, well, see, sometimes I see people in the videos, and I think, that must be a young celebrity, but I don't know who the hell that is. Like, a lot of times I'll just make, it must be somebody that the kids like. Some hot girl
Smart,
who's like 20.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's smart.
Smart marketing on their
It's
part.
smart because I'm going to buy the album. They don't need to target me. They need to target other people that want the album. But anyway,
So Mr. Charm has a woman dancing around on it. Is that what the whole video is?
Yeah, it'll be like that. But there's a video for every song. So they
Okay.
can't put, $1 million into every song, but it looks like they're, Mr. Charm, good. It's like, what I mean is there's clever stuff on there. Like Mr. Charm, it reminds me a little bit of Dancing with Mr. D. Remember that song?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember Dancing with Mr. D?
Mm-mm.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
What album is it
What
on?
did you just skip right over to Heartbreaker?
Probably.
It'd be Goat's Head Soup, I believe.
So I just like singles, dude.
I know. I try not to hold it against you. It's hard, but you know what? You have other qualities. You have
right.
other good qualities,
Thank
and
you.
I choose to spotlight them rather than because I think people who are just singles people are not. They can't be moral in my mind. But I can
with
spotlight
other bands.
I could spotlight.
Like
what?
Pink Floyd, I listened to the whole album.
Oh, so they're a concept album band.
Yeah.
You listen to the whole thing.
You have
No,
to.
that is different. Like there are certain albums that need to be listened to front to back.
See, to me, that's all music. I'm an album listener.
No.
That's just where I started was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in 1974 when I was 10 years old. And it's just like, that's the way that I felt.
Change.
I just have to, it's full albums. I mean, I can hear a song and like it, but if I hear a couple songs by somebody, then my next step is I want to hear the album. And sometimes now there isn't an album. Hey, wave at everybody at the window there just looking at us. Hey, everybody.
Well, hi,
hey.
everyone.
There's always that one person that's like, I was dragged here.
Question.
Not really interested in radio, but everybody else is into it. Yes?
For tonight, since the Rolling Stones album came out last night, there were several other albums that came out. Do you plan to listen to Adam Lambert's new album? It's called Adam. You can listen to that on the
I don't
drive
know why I
home?
would. I've never listened to one before. I don't know why I would start now.
It dropped at midnight last night.
I don't know Adam Lambert, other than the fact that he was on American Idol, and then he took over for Freddie Mercury and Queen, and so he sounds a little bit. I don't know about Adam Lambert.
What about Neo?
I don't know from Adam Lambert. What do I know?
He does
too
have a
much
great
stuff.
voice.
He does have a great voice, but over the years, too much stuff, too many rings, too much makeup, too many tattoos.
Now, is this album going to push Paul McCartney to the wayside?
It's not going to push him to the wayside. Hey, listen, music, it stacks up on top of each other. That's all.
Somebody found somebody new.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Paul.
Cheating on Paul.
Hey, Paul's on this album, so, gotta. All right.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with the CFP and investment advisor Aaron Vincent of the Vincent Financial Group and co-host of Retire ATL right here every weekend. And Aaron, the headlines are heavy. There's a lot of noise in our face right now. Where can an adult turn to if they need some clarity or information about their financial future? How can they reach out to you?
You can either call or text this number. It's 770-741-0120. We can explain our process to you, when you make that phone call and kind of we can talk about where you're at in your life and your process. The idea, though, is that we get to have an initial conversation. It's not like bring all of your statements and have everything buttoned up and show us your spreadsheet. And in that first conversation, it may be just a quick phone call so that we can, answer a couple of questions for you and you can feel us out if you want to actually go through our process. A good middle ground way to do this is to text seminar. Text the word seminar to 770-741-0120. We actually do these educational workshops all around Atlanta. We've got a bunch of them coming up here soon. And it's a good way to come talk to us, learn some of the educational stuff that we kind of the processes by which we work and how we work through some of these questions and issues. And I think it's just a good way to get to know us a little bit.
If you're ready to get serious about your financial future or you just have a question, where am I? We invite you to call the team at the Vincent Financial Group. That initial consultation, no cost, no obligation. 770-741-0120. Maybe you're looking for some more information about their upcoming complimentary educational workshops. You can text the word seminar to the same number, and a team member from the Vincent Financial Group will be in touch. 770-741-0120. And we invite you to join us every Sunday right here for Retire ATL, all powered by the Vincent Financial Group. And get more information at retireatlradio.com.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Waiting for the right time to replace those drafty, rotting old windows? Now's the time. NG Windows is having their biggest sale of the year. Save 24% off, plus up to 12 months, no interest, no payments. Upgrade to beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows now and save 24% off. Hurry, sale ends July 31st. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
For over 50 years, Breda Pest Management has believed in doing right by our community. It's Scott Slade with my friend Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management. Matt, thank you for your support of the WSB Care-a-thon, benefiting the Aflac Cancer Center at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We will give $100 for every new Breda client now through July 24th with a minimum donation of $20,000. Let's make an impact together.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. News is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story. Things are looking much better for Georgia's agriculture industry thanks to recent rainfall.
A few months ago, 98% of Georgia was in some level of drought, and much of the state was classified as being in severe to exceptional drought. But Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says we're doing much better now.
Fortunately, over the last couple of weeks, we've been able to get some rains that have been very beneficial to help our ag industry move in the right direction, but we're still not where we need to be. We still do have some dry areas.
And he says we won't know until harvest yields begin to come in later this year just how much it has impacted this $100 billion segment of Georgia's economy. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The Public Service Commission is now reviewing whether large load customers like data centers are passing on their costs to residential customers like you and me. Commissioner Peter Hubbard says this is an important step.
What we can do at the Public Service Commission is mind the shop on power prices and whether or not they are covering their costs. And if there are benefits, that we're also getting some of those benefits as well.
Now, this review will not impact the current power rates, but if a change is needed, that'll come into play when the commission considers a full rate case in 2028. We're learning new details today about an apparent drowning on Lake Lanier.
The Department of Natural Resources identifies the victim as 60-year-old Glenn Cunningham of Buford. Game wardens, along with Hall County Fire Rescue and the Hall County Sheriff's Office, responded to a call Thursday afternoon at the Shoal Creek campground on the lake. Witnesses say Cunningham was in the water when he went under and failed to resurface. Game wardens used boat-mounted sonar to find the victim hours later in 9 feet of water. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump will allow a bipartisan housing bill to become law without him signing it. That's according to the White House this afternoon. The president has refused to sign the bill into law since it was sent to his desk in protest of Congress not passing the Save America Act, which requires proof of citizenship to register to vote and the presentation of a photo ID to cast a ballot. A new study in a journal of the American Association of Cancer Research finds men may be more likely than women to be diagnosed with late-stage cancers. Researchers say on their list of the more likely late diagnoses for men, salivary gland, mouth, and stomach cancers, as well as thyroid cancer. Earlier studies have shown men are also more likely to die from many types of cancers, so early detection is a key predictor of survival. A new study from UGA prompts researchers to send out a warning about AI tools being used for financial planning. Professor Dr. Swarn Chatterjee says answers about savings or investments can vary based on a person's race or gender, which could result in inaccurate advice. He says, yes, you can use AI chatbots.
Yeah, it'll give us a basic answer probably, which is, again, not inaccurate, but every person's situation is different.
So moves, he said, should be made with guidance from a professional financial planner. WSB News Time 3:33. Live team coverage of traffic and weather now begins with Alex Williams.
Big jam on the east side perimeter between Clarkston and Tucker, Veronica. Car on its side. They have all lanes blocked right now to upright it. This is 285 northbound. The outer loop just past La Vista Road, exit 37. Heavy delays back to Memorial Drive. Downtown is slow if you tried to use that as an alternate. We're dealing with rain and trouble northwest of town. Heavier storms moving south and east out of Kennesaw toward Marietta, where in Marietta I see a crash in the center lane where the rain's starting to fall. 75 southbound, North Marietta Parkway, exit 265. You're slow back up into Kennesaw. Northbound delays also on 75 north from the North 120 loop as you head up to Chastain Road. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid with a high of 94. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-70s.
Right now it's 90 degrees at 3:34 on 95.5 WSB.
Summer can be a lot of fun, but summer can also stink. You're outside enjoying the yard, but what is that smell? Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. That foul odor is the summer heat telling you that your septic system needs Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump out charge with your repair. Details online, scorpionsepticservices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
This is Scott Slade, and if your air conditioning is having trouble keeping you comfortable this summer, I have good news. Ragsdale Heating and Air is here to keep you and your family cool and save you money. Right now, you can get up to $1,700 off when you carry your home comfort system, and that'll include Ragsdale's own exclusive 15-year parts and labor warranty. And don't forget, Ragsdale is your go-to team for plumbing, electrical, and insulation, too. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Hey, Georgia, we've got some good news. At Georgia Power, we're lowering rates to help you save. That's right. We're delivering the reliable, dependable energy you count on every day at a lower cost. Because reliability isn't just about keeping you connected. It's about helping you where it matters most, providing the power you expect and the savings you deserve. Day in and day out. Now how about that for some good news? Learn more at georgiapower.com/good news.
Jared Yamamoto, I don't know why he threw this story in. It's kind of like it's not like a breaking news story. It's just one of those longer reads about something that's happened. But I wasn't familiar with this. Incest family gave, meaning at first I thought, was their last name Incest? Maybe it was the Incest family.
I am Don Incest.
It turns out it has more to do with behavior of the family over generations.
Is it the Whitakers?
Is it the Whitakers? Oh, now I got to open it.
From Odd, West Virginia?
This is the Fugatti family of Troublesome Creek, Kentucky.
I'd say so.
I only know one incest family.
Well, that's okay. Well, hey, you know what? You're about to meet a new one.
Okay,
this is going to be your second incest family.
I love my Aunt Mama.
Uncle brother.
Hey! Incest family gave birth to blue-skinned children after decades of inbreeding. Like I say, this is like just a story about a family. It's not like, I don't think there's any part of this that's like breaking news or anything. They're just covering this family. One family's generations-long history of severe inbreeding. I like the word severe. Like, this seems odd to me. Like, wouldn't...
Well, there's levels. If you
consistent, rapacious,
yeah.
like severe. That's just, is that...
If you marry your cousin, it's not as severe.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, if you marry your brother, that's severe, I guess, inbreeding. Severe inbreeding resulted in parents having children with blue-tinted skin. A rural Kentucky family known as the Fugattis lived in an extremely isolated, secluded area where inbreeding became widespread. Oh, I like this verbiage, owing to the shortage of newcomers. The community began with a man named Martin Fugatti, who traveled to the U.S. from France. There you go. If I see some blue-skinned people in the stands of the next France match, you'll know the Fugattis are in the house. He traveled to the U.S. from France around 1820. He established himself in Troublesome Creek, Kentucky. He's thought to have been... Wait a minute, did I miss something here? You know, when you're trying to read, then there's 19 ads, and then you go, oh, is that supposed to be the next paragraph? He's thought to have been born with blue skin, and his parents were so appalled they left him in an orphanage. And now I guess he brought, for physicians... this is not making any sense to me now. Did he have blue skin, and that was his thing, and then he passed it along? Or is the blue skin a result of the severe inbreeding that we were told about at the top of the story?
Good question.
Now, is this where blue bloods comes from?
No, blue bloods usually means you're like, doesn't that mean you're like...
yes, you're royalty.
You're royalty.
Well, but that
royalty.
Come from incest?
That's right. Good point.
It's also my favorite TV show.
Listen, that was the best show.
The Incestuous Cops.
That was the best show that was on TV for 30 years that I never saw. That I never saw one single second of. I thought when my mom died, all those CBS shows were just immediately canceled. I had convinced myself that she was the only living person that was watching these CBS shows, but apparently they went on a little bit longer.
NCIS Des Moines.
Anyway, it's called methemoglobinemia.
Methemoglobinemia.
Yeah, exactly that.
Close.
A rare condition which generates an unusually elevated level of, methemoglobin, a variant of hemoglobin. The result is extremely dark, blue-tinted blood that appears through the skin. So, if you need, a cautionary tale, the reason I bring it up, if you're thinking about incest as a lifestyle, cautionary tale here. If you don't want to walk around with blue skin or have offspring with blue skin, if that's the kind of thing that would embarrass you in public, then maybe you don't take that first step into incest.
I think you talked Hank off the ledge over here.
We'll just use protection.
Hank,
I'll show you. It has nothing to do with meth. It's methemoglobinemia.
Yeah, let's leave meth off the table.
He loves his sister Hillary.
Because of hemoglobin, methemoglobbin.
I do love my sister.
Are you two in love? Are you two like? Are you?
What?
What is he trying to say?
I'm trying to say.
why don't
Trying
you
to
just
ask whether you
spill
guys.
it?
Are you guys?
Say it with your chest.
Yeah.
You know.
Use your diaphragm, unlike my sister wife.
That answers the question. It's a good, loving relationship.
Yeah.
That's right. And
She uses an acorn lid.
Why are people against love, huh? Right? I mean,
love is love.
Love
That's
is
what somebody
love.
told me once.
Are you looking at me or are you looking at the sky?
I'm looking at that tree yonder. One eye
time I
goes
saw-
one way, the other goes the other.
I saw a brother and a cousin kissing. I said, Dad, what?
I said, Dad, that's love.
Love is love.
No,
Hey,
his
man.
dad.
My dad smacked me in the face and said, that's love.
It's simple, son.
Come on, son.
They're in love.
In 1940s, two men kissing in the middle of the street.
In Scranton, everybody was
Yeah, in
cool
Scranton,
with it.
everybody went, oh, that's just Jim and Don.
Hey, that's simple, man. They're in
Yeah,
love.
I bowl those guys. They're all right.
Nobody remembers the story that we're referencing there, but that's okay.
Aw, somebody does, and they feel
It was
like
only
a part
5
of
years
us.
ago. Come on.
They feel included.
Yeah.
They feel included in the show. But that's what's important for people to feel that the show's relatable. I think that's what you're saying. Is people want to feel like relatable, like Taylor.
oh, I know what they're saying.
Taylor
It's
Swift's
because of that thing
the Swifties. They find her to be relatable with her breakups and just like me, she spent.
Oh, I love cats.
Yeah, just like me, you spent $30 million on your wedding. It's so relatable.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw that today. It was like, all I ever hear about Taylor Swift, relatable. Really? $30 million on her wedding. That's pretty relatable. We all do that.
It's too much.
How relatable. Did she also get the explosive diarrhea disease like my wife?
We'll find out. Wouldn't that
I
be?
need Gatorade.
Wouldn't that be something?
The entire honeymoon.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
something? There was just
She
something
and-
wrong with the food there. Madison Square Garden.
I'm still waiting for her trash to be shipped to my house. I haven't gotten it yet.
All right. Well, tell us when you get it what the good items were.
Turns out just napkins and
Well,
paper towels.
Well, they're like a big set. I think you could probably get pieces of the set. Like, because I think that I believe. Now I don't know. I'm just going by all the AI pictures I've seen, but I believe that there was a castle involved. A
I
fake.
know there was a secret garden.
A secret garden.
Yes. And there was also like a hallway where all their pictures from when they were children were. And
Oh,
got, like,
wow.
a
What a-
history
That's a
of-
wedding thing.
What a
history
celebration!
of Travis.
Celebration
and
of yourself. Boy, I tell
That's
you.
a wedding thing to do. That's
Not
what people
that.
do.
Not that I've ever been to.
Yes, you just haven't looked.
I like
It's
the
everywhere.
wedding. I like the weddings where, like, she's showing like 4 months pregnancy, and to me, that's a wedding. That's okay. This had to happen. Why are we here? Why are we here? Look at the bride. That's why we're here. Okay, it's all making sense to me now.
You want to see a little baby bump?
I want to see a little baby bump. I want to know. I'm like Elon. Are you doing your part? You gotta have 2.5. You gotta replace yourself.
No, 14
Yeah.
children.
Yes.
Shotgun wedding at MSG.
Yes. Yeah, it should have been. If they're going to do it at Madison Square Garden, they should have done that old radio stunt. Like she should have been like 40 other couples who are, have a big raffle.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
and like we all get married at the same time.
That would have been cool to invite some fans to get married alongside.
That would have been. They
them.
could have done it Swifty. They could have woven Swift into it, like a Swift
Oh,
wedding.
a Swift wedding. Yeah, the guy and Adam
We've
Sandler.
only known each other for 3 weeks.
It'd be a sweating.
Adam Sandler's exhausted by the end. 'Cause
Oh,
did you see that story? Yeah, what was that like? Do you take her?
Oh, do you take her? Oh, hey, buddy.
There's a story afterward where apparently the next day he called the cops to ask him if there was a good place to play basketball in New York. First of all, you're in New York. Isn't it easy to find a basketball court? Isn't that like
One would assume.
But, so what is that story all about?
Maybe they're looking for a secure, more private place.
No, he said he wanted a pickup game.
Interesting.
Which is what he does. He puts that on his social media, him
Yeah.
playing pickup games with people in his neighborhood. But you would think that in New York,
It's not
you'd be able to find
difficult
that.
to find a game. It's not
Yeah.
difficult to. And believe me, wherever he's staying in New York, I'm sure he's not walking out into like streets that are under siege. I would imagine Adam Sandler's staying at a pretty nice hotel and probably within 12 blocks
Doesn't
of
he have a
wherever
place
he
there?
is. He probably does. He probably lives there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He lives wherever exotic location he can con Netflix into sending him to
Yes.
make a stupid movie that for some reason everybody
50
apparently
first,
watches.
First Dates 2.
Yeah. There's all these movies.
This
Michael
time
Caine
in Fiji.
Didn't Michael Caine did that for a while, where he would
Yeah,
just say
blame it on Rio.
He would just say yes to anything that was an exotic locale where he could get a good vacation in.
3D Jaws movie.
Yeah.
And also, blame it on Rio. I got to go there and roll around in a bed with a very attractive young busty lady.
She was, the Jaws 3D. The only reason he's in it is because wherever they made it, he wanted to go. There was this period of time. I think it was from the late '80s to the mid '90s. I don't know,
The
the
pirate
'80s.
movie. I did the pirate movie.
Yeah,
That was good too.
he just said yes to scripts where it would be beautiful weather. That's not bad. I'm not going to hold it against him.
No.
Get your medical questions answered with the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital.
This Sunday, we'll be joined by Dr. Michelle Volz, a specialist in women's cardiovascular disease, who will take your calls and discuss maternal heart health.
Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital on 95.5 WSB.
Your home. There is so much more to love thanks to TE Certified. It's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified. And what does that mean, love your home?
It means that you feel safe and comfortable in your own home. And the way we do that is by fixing your lights, fixing your outlets, fixing your air conditioner and your plumbing so that you don't have any leaks, you don't have any sparks, and your house is comfortable all year round.
TE Certified is here to help you love your home.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
This World Cup profile is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. At 6'4" with world-class speed and power, Erling Haaland is one of the most feared goal scorers in soccer. The Norwegian striker burst onto the global stage with his incredible finishing ability and has continued to shatter scoring records at the highest levels of the game. Haaland has a knack for finding the back of the net. The World Cup is on, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PASS. PASS. PASS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game.
18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sir, your cowboy hat is blocking the card reader.
Sorry, partner. Just admiring that bottle of Texas Pete you got.
Oh, yeah. My chicken needs a little kick.
Oh, Texas Pete is going to wrangle up bold flavor and turn mealtime into a rowdy good time.
Whoa. Well, I'll toss it on the potatoes, too.
Now you're talking. Unleash that southern mix of premium cayenne peppers and turn up the heat on those taters.
Yeehaw! Oh, hold my spot. I'm going back for more Texas Pete.
Hey, take my horse. She's faster than a squeaky wheel.
Hey, I'm not one to say I told you so, but do you remember last year when I told you that Pure Talk was hands down the best wireless company that I'd ever used? Well, some of you were skeptical, but Consumer Reports just asked 120,000 people to rate every wireless company in America, including the big boys. Well, guess which company was the only company to get 5 stars in every category? Yeah, Pure Talk. Coverage, support, value, data. 5 stars across the board. No service contracts, no cancellation fees, just great U.S. customer service on a crazy fast 5G network for a fraction of what you've been paying. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I will encourage you one more time to dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to a 5-star American wireless company that won't let you down. Pure Talk.
All right, Spain and Belgium tied up at 1. I have to
Spain.
I have to kind of root for Spain a little bit. I know I have English Nick in my life, so now that the U.S. is out of it, more than anything, I guess I'm becoming an England fan. Then there's that cool guy from Norway, and they're playing England. So
Yeah, Holland's fun to watch.
Truth be told, if he goes further, it won't bother me all
It's
that
kind
much.
of a great scenario. You're just going to enjoy the game tomorrow.
But when I was leaving Spain, we had a taxi driver very early in the morning taking us from the hotel to the airport in Madrid. And he was so excited about the new soccer stadium that he actually diverted us off the path onto like an off-ramp type of thing so he could slow down and show us how proud he was of their new soccer stadium. And I only knew that guy for like 30 minutes of my life, but he was a nice guy. So ultimately I have to be like, hey, wherever that guy is now, he's got to be very, very excited that Spain is playing this game right now. So I've got to kind of be on his side a little bit.
Go España.
Espanol.
And no, that's the language.
Oh, that's the language.
España is the country.
España. ESP.
Yes.
I thought they could read your minds. That's why I thought it was ESP.
Well, they
because
can. That's their superpower.
Yeah, well, he knew that.
You are rooting for us.
España.
España.
Yeah, I guess I'm for England, Norway, or Spain.
Hey, you got lots of horses, man. You're good.
England first because of English, Nick.
Hey, there's only 8 horses or 7 horses left now after yesterday, so you
Yeah.
got three horses still left.
What
Yeah.
horse did we lose yesterday?
Who got knocked out yesterday? The
it was Barcelona. No, Morocco.
Yes, Morocco's out. That's right.
So
France is in.
Bloody French.
Well, yeah, with their blue-skinned people and their incest. We saw what they did to that town in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone has to stand up
I love the
to
name of it.
Mbappe.
Troublesome Creek. What a great name.
There's a lot of those names in the South where people are just like, I hate it here. What are we going to name
That's
it?
what I was saying. So, like those Whitakers.
Yeah.
The Whitakers have a crazy story. You should look up their family tree. It's very interesting.
Uh-huh.
But they live in Odd, West Virginia.
And they were a big incest family?
I mean, like 2 twins married. Oh, I can't remember. It's something about like twins marrying twins, which meant they're like.
I mean, 2 sets of twins?
Or something. There's
From the same.
You gotta
from
look
the,
it up,
wait a minute.
George.
George, you're the guy. You're the man. Even though she has a computer right in front of
I'll
her.
enjoy this
George, look it up.
Don't we all have computers in front of us?
Yeah. So what you're saying is, like 2 sets of twins from the same parents, and then those twins,
Well,
those
since we're going to
sets
look it up,
married
I
each
don't
other.
want to say the wrong thing, but it was like a double sort of crossover of the same
Well,
genes.
they probably saved money on the wedding if they did it at the same time. We might as well marry them both.
Yeah, George,
I think George found it.
The children of the twin brothers, who are kind of the patriarchs of this family, the children of these twin brothers intermarried.
Right.
Notably,
So,
a
okay,
man-
so children of twins, that means that they had the same DNA.
Yes.
Yeah. So is their skin blue? That's what I want to know. I just want to find out
No,
how you
but
get
their
this blue
eyes go
skin.
different directions. Some of them are nonverbal. One of them really acts like a dog.
Look at the guy.
What a surprise.
They say
They're-
here the family tree is complex.
That's a stump.
There's people in the family that
just
can
goes in
function.
They describe it as closed loop reproduction.
Just goes in circles, huh?
Well, as long as they're in love.
So, like, how smart is the smartest one? That's what I wonder. Like,
Yeah.
is
so
it like
I'm saying, so
like a
some of them have
7-year-old's?
jobs, some of them drive, some
okay.
of them like live normal lives, but I'm gonna assume that they are still below regular normal intelligence.
How horribly born into that family.
But then
or
the
what if
other
you're like the
people
smart
are
one?
nonverbal. There's one that really he only communicates like
Oh, like a dog.
Yeah.
Is this a person they're around now, or this is from like the 1800s? Or
no,
something?
this is like now. This is happening now.
This is happening now.
Right now, it's happening. They
sounds like
exist right
sounds
now.
like a show from the 60s, hosted by Walter Cronkite.
We have a live.
This is happening now.
We have a live feed into their house right there. Do you hear him?
Some of their members of their family have been forcibly removed, and no one will tell the family where they were taken.
Well, because you could tell the family they don't have the sense to find them. I don't think there's any.
They
there's
talk.
any
They
danger.
only talk like this, and she says, "Well, I don't know.
I wonder what it's like to be alive with that mentality. Like, what are you seeing? Like, what's the world look like? I guess like when you were 3 or something, you just can't remember.
But they're absolute adults. And
I know, but I mean, the brain just doesn't develop after that,
for
right?
some reason, they have many dogs.
Well, because
You know?
they need them.
And then they sit on their
For food.
porch, and they just like sit there.
Well, that's what you do. Hey,
Hey,
the
there's
world.
not a good job market there.
The world is their television.
Yeah.
They just sit on the porch. I sit in my basement and watch YouTube. They sit on their porch.
Look at the normal people.
And they bark at the world.
Yeah.
Turns out the dogs are inbred too.
Yeah, the dogs. It's a real closed loop with everything. The insects are related. Everything is. They're sealed off from the outside world completely. The trees are intermingling. It's kudzu for miles.
Incest trees.
Oh, so a lot of them, they squawk too. Not only do they bark, but they squawk.
Is there any YouTube videos where we can?
Yes, there's a
Featured on
website called Soft White Underbelly that does some like really deep dives into like they've been trying to help them and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Soft White Underbelly, by the way, I just happened to know this, was the first name of the band Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh.
And then they changed it to Blue Oyster Cult.
Well, it's a really interesting YouTube channel if you want to watch. It's a little controversial because it does pay crackheads and prostitutes and stuff to come do interviews.
Oh, well.
And so sometimes people feel like they're being exploited, but
Of course they are. But
It's
it's America,
he
2026.
doesn't ask them like, "Tell me your dirtiest like secret."
No, I'd say, look, we're all being exploited in this country right now. What's wrong with that? That's low-level exploitation. Take a look at the White House.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs, pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation, with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
America's maritime remains core to our security and self-reliance. A secure America means American-owned, American-crewed, American-built under the American flag. Support the Jones Act. Put America first.
Congress, tell President Trump, put Americans first. And the Jones Act waiver.
Paid for by the American Maritime Partnership.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Here we are. The hot and humid Georgia days are back, and this is the time of the year your AC could be tested, running harder than ever. This is Scott Slade, and if your air conditioning is having trouble answering the bell, I have good news. Ragsdale Heating and Air is here to keep you and your family cool and save you money. Right now, you can get up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and along with their terrific service, here's something else homeowners like me really love about Ragsdale. Your new system comes with Ragsdale's own exclusive 15-year parts and labor warranty. That means zero repair costs till 2041. No stress, no out-of-pocket, just comfort for years to come. Ragsdale is your go-to team for plumbing, electrical, and insulation, too. All under one roof, all with the same dependable service. I'm still loving my kitchen lighting they installed years ago. Why choose Ragsdale? More than 13,000 five-star reviews, and many of their employees have been with the company 10, 20, even 30 years. Scheduling is easy, too. Book online at ragsdaleair.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about award-winning chefs, yes, chef, and why they choose It's got twang.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top local story. Could it be that you and I are footing part of the power bills for data centers? Georgia's Public Service Commission is taking a close look.
The question for the state's utility regulators is whether large load customers are bearing the full cost of their added strain on the grid. Public Service Commissioner Peter Hubbard believes this is a critical review.
So this is a first step in getting to the question of, are data centers paying what they need to cover all the costs?
The findings aren't expected to impact current power bills, but it will come into play when the Commission hears its next full rate case in 2028. The review is expected to be completed by the end of the year. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 81 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards looking for some clouds, some sun today, scattered showers for the afternoon and evening, and a high in the mid 90s, let's say. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. A Fairburn teenager is indicted today for the shocking death of a DeKalb County grandmother who was simply out for a walk. 18-year-old Joseph O'Day now faces felony murder and vehicular homicide charges among a long list in April's death of 56-year-old Antoinette Catchings. Catchings and her grandson were out for a stroll near Miller Grove Middle School in April when O'Day is accused of running into them as he fled police who were trying to pull him over in a stolen Mitsubishi Mirage. The 14-year-old boy survived. A new study finds men are more likely to be diagnosed with late-stage cancer than women.
Men may be more likely than women to receive a later-stage diagnosis for many types of cancer. That according to a study in a journal of the American Association of Cancer Research. They looked at data from 2015 through 2022, 30 different non-reproductive types of cancer, and they found that for 16 cancer sites, men were significantly more likely than women to be diagnosed at a later stage. The largest differences were mouth, thyroid, and stomach cancers. Earlier studies have shown that men are more likely to die from cancer than women. Doctors stress early detection is key. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
One person locked up, one person at large after police chase ends with an SUV smashing into a DeKalb County home's backyard. Blaine Clark with DeKalb County Police tells us it happened this morning when officers spotted a vehicle which had fled earlier from an attempted traffic stop in Stone Mountain.
A pursuit ensued, which ended when the suspect vehicle struck an unoccupied parked vehicle on Old Highgate entry. The driver and passenger got out of the vehicle and ran.
Police quickly caught up with the passenger, but the driver managed to escape. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with information is asked to tip off DeKalb County Police. Georgia's agriculture industry depends on rainfall to keep things growing, and it was looking pretty bleak when 98% of the state fell into some level of drought earlier this spring. Well, Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper says, finally, things are looking up.
Definitely need some additional rain to continue to recharge, but we're in a lot better shape than we were a couple of weeks back.
And Harper says that agriculture is a $100 billion piece of Georgia's economy, so this was something that was definitely needed. Still, Harper says we are months away from knowing the drought's full impact. It won't be until we see harvesting later this year that we know for sure how much the rainfall has helped. A new study from UGA prompts researchers to send out a warning about AI tools being used for financial planning. Dr. Swarn Chatterjee says their research finds that AI chatbots can provide a good option for limited advice.
The answers that these chatbots gave were mostly in the ballpark. On average, I'd say they were not incorrect. But when we look at across the different Gen AI platforms, the answers vary.
And how did they vary? They could change based on race or gender. He believes you should use AI just as a starting point and then consult a pro. What's in a name? Well, 1 in 5 Americans admits they will judge somebody based on their first name. 2 of those names those people are most judgmental about. I'll give you a second. Okay, Karen and Chad. Karen drew the most negative reactions in a survey by Talker Research, no doubt for its use as a moniker for a stereotypical type of belligerent woman. Chad, often used online to describe a super confident man, came in number 2. The survey also found Gen Z is the most likely to judge somebody based on a name. It's 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather coming your way. WSB Triple Team Traffic kicks off with a guy whose name is Alex.
Hey, Veronica, rain is making
making a mess of this afternoon commute. Earlier rollover crashes cleared out of travel lanes in Tucker, 285 northbound, north of La Vista Road, but still seeing brake lights in both directions on 285 between Tucker and Clarkston, where the rain has been falling. Also, 85 northbound, you're feeling the impacts of it between Norcross and Duluth. New trouble in Sandy Springs, stalled vehicle, police with it in the second left lane, 285 west, the outer loop at Riverside Drive, exit number 24. Delays with that, stretch back into Dunwoody. Earlier crash cleared in Marietta, 75 southbound at North Marietta Parkway, but again, that ride also being impacted by the rain and thunderstorms with wet pavement delays in both directions between Marietta and Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon. Some of the storms may produce an isolated damaging wind gust or heavy downpour. Until then, it's going to be hot with a high of 94. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered storms. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s.
Right now, it's 76 degrees in Roswell. It's 84 degrees in Avondale Estates and 83 in Midtown Atlanta at 4:06. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Yeah, it's at some point you just have to really allow yourself to be entertained by just the way corporate speak has just taken over the country, maybe the world. I don't know. And we're just used to that. Like we're just used to it. Just the phony baloney corporate speak that goes on all the time. And I've seen this story here. So Block. Now Block is the company that owns. They run like Square and Cash App and a bunch of other things, right? So I saw this story today, and I love these first two paragraphs. This is so 2026. So the headline is, Block reaches $45 million settlement with 46 states over Cash App fraud probe. Now, $45 million, it's not the biggest thing we've ever heard of, but that's significant. Still, even for a company this size, $45 million, that's a bit of a ding. So here's the story. Block has agreed to pay $45 million to settle claims brought by 46 U.S. states alleging that its peer-to-peer payments app, Cash App, failed to adequately protect users from fraud. State attorneys general said they found that Block misled users by falsely advertising that Cash App provided bank-like protections, including advanced fraud detection. Now, here's my favorite line. Block denied all wrongdoing. But they're paying $45 million. And so we all go, oh, yeah, that's corporate speak. Like, why is this, like, how is it that there's, I got a, George Stein's on later, right?
Yes, at 5 o'clock.
Okay, we got to bring this up to Joe. What is this gray area in law where you can actually pay people $45 million, I'm assuming, to make them whole for something, right? That you've caused them some sort of damage. How do we get to this? What is this space that's provided? Yeah, we're going to pay $45 million, but we deny all wrongdoing. What is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't understand what that is. It seems to me that
Isn't it just lying?
if you deny all wrongdoing, yeah, but it's not. See, a lie is a lie. That's what I'm talking about. What is this gray area where that's not a lie? Whereas, no, it's worked out. Yeah, we've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. They don't admit any wrongdoing, and they will give the people who are suing $45 million. That just doesn't make any sense.
You know what it is? Is that company Block is worth $46 billion? No,
I get it.
So $45 million to them.
Right.
Nah.
I get it. I just want everybody. I have this dream that we all go, yeah, but we're not buying it anymore. Like we're gonna assume. But it's like Block is paying $45 million. Okay, next step. Everyone in the world assumes they're guilty. And maybe if I don't like what you did, perhaps I don't use your product anymore. I don't know. But but this allows people to go, yeah, they worked it out. Yeah, they worked it out. The people who were suing got $45 million, and the people who gave out the $45 million said they didn't do anything wrong. And yeah, okay, let's move on to the next thing. It just doesn't make any sense. And then the further corporate thing that I love is I went because I wanted to find out more about Block. I thought I knew who they were, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't. So I went to their website. And as part of their website, first the splash page tells you what they do and blah, blah, blah. But they have a news section. And it says latest news concerning Block. Let's see. Square introduces new ChatGPT and Claude integrations. Here's another one. Block rolls out BuilderBot. Oh, there's another one. Square. You know what news isn't in here in the latest news from Block? That they're nothing about they're going to pay states attorneys general $45 million. But you think it says here latest news and all the news concerning Block. Yet I don't see that. It seemed like that would be a big story.
I just reached out.
So how about new laws? Hey, you're not allowed to have a news. I wouldn't pass a law, but for heaven's sakes.
I just emailed the CEO, and he said they just had too much new news
that story.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, they can see that first one. That was way back on July 1st.
Is Jay-Z a part of this and Jack Dorsey?
Jack Dorsey's a part of it, definitely. Why would Jay-Z be a part of it? I don't know. Does he just buy a bunch of Block?
I Googled him, and apparently he's on the board.
That's what you do, so you can meet Jay-Z, right? That's the whole people on your board thing. That's another nonsensical.
Yeah, they don't have voting rights.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they do. I don't know, but it's just I feel like okay, what is it that Jay-Z brings when it comes to a company like Block? If you told me that Jay-Z's on the board of Universal Music, obviously that would make sense. He's an artist himself. He produces other artists. Seems like that would be. But why is he on? You look at it and say, just added to the board of Nabisco, Jay-Z. Huh? Why? Why?
They seem to be some sort crackers. There's some sort of parent company to Tidal, which is his music service.
Oh, okay. So that's why. So there's a little swap there. They don't pay him. He gets a little. I don't know. There's always stuff going on.
They do have some institutional ownership.
Vanguard
Group.
Oh, yeah.
BlackRock.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The people who own everything?
Yes.
The people who own, that's why there's going to be one company. I don't think I'll be alive to see it. But at some point, if things keep going, there'll just be one company that owns everything.
America, brought to you by BlackRock.
Yes.
It's got to be going in that direction. I mean, that was like if Warner Brothers who is buying? Like Paramount bought, they own CBS. Right?
Right.
And pretty soon they'll own CNN because they're buying, is it Warner Brothers or like all that? Like at this, we've just kind of given up. It's just like, yeah, it's okay. Like one company will own almost everything. Hey, we got another company that owns the other stuff, so there's competition.
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah. We got two whole companies.
And within those two, they give us like 4 options.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And you have different levels. It's all subscription, but you have different levels. Tim Andrews told me that, you got your son a baseball glove?
I was reading about there's a company that if you buy your kid a baseball glove, like a more advanced than 5-year-old, little league type of glove.
Okay.
And you can get it broken in for $50.
Break in your glove.
You send it off, they'll break it in for you.
See, here's the thing, and there's more to that than just being ridiculous. This is, again, like the skill sets we're losing. Like as everything is done for us by technology, this is going to sound silly, but there's really something to this. Like, you fell in love with baseball as a kid, right? Now, I don't think that we can quantify. We can't know how much getting your first baseball glove and the experience of having to break that glove in and learning about what that means to have a broken in glove as opposed to a brand new glove, and just the whole tactile part of it, the learning,
asking adults and older kids, how did you do it?
Yeah, and we just can't know how much your lifelong love of baseball how much that is a part of it. And we're just removing all of these little things. Oh, we'll send it to you and we'll take care of that. Hey, don't worry about learning the language. Just use ChatGPT. Hey, just put your stupid essay in there. We'll fix everything for you. Go. Like, there's so much that is being lost by not having hands-on. Like, I would say you're hurting your child.
Mm-hmm.
If you, hey, don't worry about it, son. We'll spend $40. We'll have the corporation. They'll break it in for you. Isn't that part of having a baseball glove? Breaking it in?
You break it in exactly how you want the glove to feel.
Yeah. And now everybody's going to be broken in the same way.
Yeah. I put mine under the mattress of the bed, or you'd fold it up and put like heavy things on top of it, or just
have your dad park the car on it,
or walk around with it in your hand and just keep working it.
Or two balls. I remember putting 2 baseballs in there, and that kind of, and then
Thank
a rubber
you for
band.
clarifying. Yeah, let's do some baseballs.
Exactly.
And then you baseballs. Yes. You buy the stuff to rub into your glove.
And all of that. Even as you're saying it now, it's a memory.
Yeah,
there's probably slight nostalgia for it. Like I don't know
the
what
smell.
Yeah, and we're just trying to remove everything, like we were talking about earlier. Not only don't learn how to drive a stick, just don't even learn how to drive. The car will drive you. You don't need to figure that all out.
That's right.
Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says it's a rainy and slow ride through downtown.
Yeah, it's not a good combo on a Friday afternoon, Eric. Good afternoon to you and the Doctrinaires. I am watching the brake lights on the wet pavement heading into Midtown with more rain incoming. 85 southbound stacking up right at Georgia 400. 75 approaching Midtown. Most of that slow stuff's going to stay with you most of the way down to Cortlandt Street. Northbound's definitely got the worst of it, where you're packed in. 75, 85 northbound Langford Parkway up toward Peachtree Pine Street. Don't forget Northwest Atlanta. Northside Drive remains shut down in both directions on the bridge over I-75 from earlier down wires and power poles that are trying to rehang there. You can use Howell Mill Road, but that's going to be very jammed as an alternate. Maybe even Peachtree Street. Might want to consider that one. Traffic brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Save on summer fruits at Whole Foods Market. Get $4.99 per pound organic red cherries with Prime through July 28th while supplies last. Shop in store or online. Terms apply. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Some of the bravest children I've ever met are going to become radio stars later this month.
The 25th annual WSB Radio Carathon is right around the corner.
Won't you please help?
Join us once again for 2 days of magic, July 23rd and 24th.
You can make miracles happen.
Donate today at WSBRadio.com/Carathon.
Hospital, we love you.
Scott Slade here with the president of Loud Security Systems, John Loud. John, when it comes to protecting your business and employees, compromise isn't an option.
Exactly, Scott. At Loud Security, we provide extensive commercial security systems so you can be sure your assets, employees, and property are under constant vigilant protection.
And you cover it all. 24/7 intrusion detection, live video monitoring with virtual guard response, even smart access control.
Plus, fully managed life safety systems, fire alarm, and fire suppression systems, including fire extinguishers and sprinkler inspections.
With customizable solutions, real-time alerts, and your team blending today's technology with old-fashioned service, business owners can stay focused on what they do best.
That's the Loud Security Systems promise. Business security monitoring you can trust.
So trust the local experts at Loud Security. Call today, mention me, Scott, and get 3 months free monitoring when you get loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
Every day, builders like you work hard to build the homes and businesses our communities depend on. Even in tough conditions with serious risks, you show up to get the job done right. So rely on the workers' compensation experts at Builders Insurance, ready to show up for you when it matters most. Builders protects the hardworking people behind every job site because we're built for those who build. Builders, insurance built strong. Learn more at bldrs.com.
Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler with Orchard's new Orchard Offers. You don't just get one offer, you get multiple cash offers from serious investors, all competing for your home. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need.
While increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
It's just a matter of time. Clogged toilets, sinks, and sewer backups are common. It happened to me, and I call TE. Chris Chandler here. The drain team at TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling cleared my drain fast and for just $73. Get same-day service from experienced specialists with stock vehicles to clear your clog fast for just $73.
TE Certified, we love your home.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
Just call Sweet James. At 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. Your accident attorney.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-million and sweetjames.com.
I think those YouTube algorithms, you got to watch them. You got to keep your eye on them.
The algos?
The algos. Because, they'll lead you in the wrong direction sometimes. Like, today I saw something on my YouTube thing, and it was, some legal channel that follows Trump. And then the whole thing was, I think you just saw it. You read it to me. What did it say? It said Trump, White House cancels all events. Yeah. Wow. And I saw this guy who's like, they've canceled all events for the next 3 days or whatever. But I'm looking for that right now, and I can't find it. So I don't know that that's
and we looked it up.
Even true.
And everything's saying, no, nothing's shut down. What are you talking about?
And he's supposed to be in Texas today. What is he, like a
flood damage?
Flood damage or... So it's really a weird. The thing is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think of the world. You still have to protect yourself from algorithms, the algos, as they say, because it will just start telling you what you want to hear. I mean, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. And because I look at stuff all over the political spectrum, you can just see it happening. You look at one thing. Like if you look at one thing that's critical of Trump, or if you look at one thing that's critical of the progressives or whatever, then your algorithm will just suddenly start populating with more and more of that. And then you get the people who have their own YouTube channels. And I've gotten to the point now where I've looked at so many things from so many different, political points of view that I get all the crazies now. But you can see what happens on any given side of any given issue is after a while, there are people who have channels and their job is to, get you to click. And the way that they do that is by convincing you that this is the most important moment of, and it doesn't matter what the, so if you've watched a couple of videos that are critical of the Trump administration, it won't be long before you get the YouTube channels that every single day, this is it, Trump is done. All in caps and whatever. And then if you go the other way and you watch some favorable stuff, it won't be long before you've got the YouTube channels of the MAGA people telling you this is the day he reveals the 4D chess. Yes. Like you end up. It doesn't matter what you're trying to figure out. You're going to end up with these sort of channels that every day tell you that this is the day that whatever you think is going to happen, it's going to happen.
That's why you got to listen to WSB Radio 24/7, 7 days a week.
Never heard of them. Never heard of them.
You haven't?
No. What are
They're
they?
great. No spin over here at WSB
What
Radio.
is this? The
WSB. Welcome South, brother. The best radio station in the world.
Really?
That's right.
I never heard of them. I'll give them a shot.
Whisba.
Whisba. Well, I've never heard of that station, but I'll give it a shot.
You should give them a shot.
I'll give them a
they
shot.
They give you honest information 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I heard Hannity yesterday telling me that everything is the country has never been better.
I tell you this, the country is hot. We're leading the world in peace initiatives and taking care of making sure everybody has enough food and oil and all sorts of resources.
Does anybody know about Mitch McConnell? Do we have proof of life yet from Mitch McConnell?
I'm fine, I told you.
So,
did you have a 20-minute conversation?
Autumn called me today and we talked.
on X, there was just in Joe, my boyfriend's feed.
Yes.
Was 2 separate senators that tweeted the exact same verbiage.
Yeah, it's about 20-minute. The 20-minute conversation.
I spoke with it's the exact same words. So
I gave Shelley an idea before I left yesterday. The idea was that he was going to say that he spoke to Mitch McConnell for 20 minutes, and that he said he's doing fine, and But then the joke punchline was supposed to be something like, that's all he said. It took him 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know if Shelley used it or not.
There is an update on Mitch McConnell from TMZ that we can tell you about.
Oh, has he been spotted eating at some fancy
he
Los
went to
Angeles?
Taco Bell. He's just like us.
Can't go anywhere.
At Mitch McConnell. Always relatable. All right, you want to give away tickets?
Let's do it early today.
All right. Hey, we'll give away some tickets. That's a horse of a different color. Whoa. 2 tickets to see Train this Saturday, July 11th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. You got to turn that toward me if I'm going to read it. Alex Williams says there's some better news on 285 in Sandy Springs.
That's right, Eric. One of the spots I have a little better news. Earlier stall, that was in a center lane, 285 westbound, the outer loop at Riverside Drive. That's cleared. Still some leftover delays back into Dunwoody. Getting worse on the east side perimeter where the storms have been rolling through. 285 southbound is all brake lights on the inner loop, especially starting right around La Vista Road all the way down to where DOT says a tree has come down and the right lane is blocked at just below Memorial Drive, exit number 41. The west side perimeter, 285 southbound, that's just all volume out of Smyrna and Vinings as you head southbound down to I-20, the West Freeway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Sounds like your car is giving you trouble again, Frank.
Mary, I think she's finally running out of steam after all these years.
Well, why don't you give her a second chance where she can make a difference in the community?
What do you mean?
Donate her to Tommy Novus Center. I just donated my vehicle. It was super easy and fast, and they'll use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
That's a great idea. What a feeling knowing my old rundown car can help someone.
Donate your old vehicle, RV, or boat to Tommy Novus Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Call 866-NOVUS-AUTO or visit TommyNovusCenter.org and donate today.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over
over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk. It's 4:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. WSB's top local story, the silver lining to all these pop-up showers we've been having. The wet weather over the last few weeks is going to go a long way towards helping the state's crucial agriculture industry.
Not long ago, we were in a desperate state.
Earlier this year, our state, 98% of our state actually was in a drought, and it caused significant challenges for our farmers and producers getting the crop season kicked off.
Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says we're doing better now, but won't know the full impact for a while.
No specific data on any crop specifically impacted, because a lot of that you won't see until harvest time and when you start getting yields in.
Much of Georgia still faces abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
An apparent drowning victim in a popular metro Atlanta lake has now been identified.
The body of 60-year-old Glenn Cunningham of Buford is pulled out of the southern end of Lake Lanier. Hall County first responders and game wardens with the Georgia Department of Natural Resources were called to the Shoal Creek campground Thursday afternoon after witnesses say the man went underwater and never came back up. Searchers used sonar to find the body in 9 feet of water. Cunningham's body was turned over to Hall County Fire Rescue and taken to the coroner's office. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
In a social media post, President Trump says today he is not going to sign the housing affordability bill that's due to become law tonight unless he vetoes it.
The 21st Century Road to Housing Act would exempt certain projects from environmental reviews, expand financing for affordable housing, and restrict large institutional investors from owning more than 350 single-family homes. It passed in both houses with scant opposition. But President Trump says he won't sign it, quote, in protest of the Senate's refusal to pass the voter ID and citizenship requirements of the Save America Act.
Now, Stephen Portnoy reports if he does not veto the bill by midnight, it will become law without his signature. And this afternoon, that is what the White House has decided will happen. That sort of thing has not happened in nearly a decade. A 5-day evidentiary hearing in the Charlie Kirk murder case in Utah is now concluded. Judge Tony Graff is set to decide in coming weeks whether Tyler Robinson will face trial for murdering Kirk after being presented evidence all week related to the case. The decision will also involve whether this can go to trial, and prosecutors can then seek the death penalty against Robinson. If you've got some yard work this weekend, you're going to want to listen up to this warning. There are more than 500,000 Cobalt yard tools under recall today because of a fire risk. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says charging the batteries in the 24 and 48 volt trimmers, blowers, mowers, and a couple of saws while they are attached to the tools can cause them to short circuit, and that poses a fire hazard. All of these were sold at Lowe's earlier this year. Cobalt says just stop charging the batteries while they're on the tools, and meantime contact them for a free battery replacement. A new study from the University of Georgia finds AI tools for financial planning could need a little bit of a cautionary eye.
Artificial intelligence tools are getting better every day.
But at this point, there are some limits.
University of Georgia professor Dr. Swarn Chatterjee has found those limits are specifically around financial planning. While answers about savings or investments are not incorrect, they can vary based on a person's race or gender. So he says the bottom line for now,
when actually developing a financial plan or getting a real advice, it's probably better to go to an expert rather than just rely on the chatbot.
Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
This summer, more Americans are saying yes to travel. A Bank of America survey reveals nearly half of consumers, 46%, are redeeming financial rewards to help fund their vacations.
Despite Americans are cutting back on their spending,
travel is actually a regular part of their budget, and it's something that they're planning around.
That's Shika Norula with Bank of America. She says 80% of Generation Z will be using rewards to pay for travel. And she says these days, rewards aren't just considered a perk. They're now a core budgeting tool. It's 4:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And to the WSB 24-hour traffic center, how is the late afternoon drive, Alex Williams?
Not too good right now, Veronica, with the storms rolling through. Multiple trees have come down, impacting your drive around Metro Atlanta. First one's going to be in DeKalb County, 285 southbound, the inner loop just below Memorial Drive, exit 41. Crews on scene in a couple of right lanes trying to get these tree branches out of the roadway. That's put a lot of extra pressure on the ride as you come south through Tucker into Clarkston. Now on the other side of the wall, northbound, we just cleared up a crash to the right shoulder, 285 northbound, the outer loop at Highway 29, Lawrenceville Highway. And another tree down, this one into DeKalb County, 85 northbound as you leave northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven. It's blocking the beginning of the exit ramp right now, almost the whole exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. So head north of there and you can use Shallowford Road, exit 90, or excuse me, Claremont Road, exit 91 as your alternate exit. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, some of which may produce an isolated damaging wind gust as well as heavy downpours. Today's high is 94, lows tonight in the mid-70s. Scattered rain showers and thunderstorms remain in the forecast for this weekend.
Right now, we're looking at 81 degrees in Villa Rica. It's 88 in Tyrone, 75 in Midtown Atlanta at 4:35. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Easy, boy. Hey, it's Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Rufus, the chief barking officer, has the zoomies because he's fetched you a huge discount. Save $1,600 on a full roof replacement. Findlay makes it affordable, too, with 0% financing and payments starting at $139 per month. $1,600 discount ends July 21st. Sale info at FindlayRoofing.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Shane, third-generation owner at Shane Company. As a family jeweler for almost 100 years, we're known for doing right by our customers. Our legacy of integrity depends on it. We stand behind our engagement rings with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We handpick the most beautiful diamonds, then negotiate for the best price. At Shane Company, we put you first because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our guaranteed offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Treated unfairly by the police? George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. GeorgeStein.com.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. One of our guiding principles is to provide great beds at a great value. Our goal is to prove this to our customers every single day. We believe in producing quality mattresses in our factory and selling them directly to you, eliminating the middleman markup. You can rest easy knowing that you're getting a hand-built mattress at a real value. Stop by a location near you. We're confident that you'll be able to see and feel the OMF difference for yourself. Learn more at originalmattress.com.
Congratulations to Heather Rowe of Atlanta. Won 2 tickets to see Train this Saturday, July 11th at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Now, you know, in different cultures, maybe sometimes we're not as different. Well, this is different, but I'm just saying we all do strange things. So this is, here we have the looks maxing, you know, and, you know, people are taking a hammer to their jaw, breaking their bones so they can look better.
Chiseled jaw.
Yeah. And by the way, it's a little overdone. They just tap, you know.
They don't smash it?
They don't smash. They just want to tap it out.
I might try that.
Microfractures.
Microfractures, please. There he is. This is why this guy's so good looking. He's doing it right now.
Look at that. Handsome fella.
Tin jaw.
He would be terrible in the ring. Don't get me wrong.
Lots of plastic surgery.
You can't say he's not striking looking, for heaven's sakes. Takes that hammer with him everywhere he goes. So in other cultures, they have other things. I guess, trying to show off for the ladies. This is, Russia, I always hear it's like a very homophobic place, Russia.
Eastern Europe in general.
Yeah. And then, so they're very homophobic. It's not against the law, I don't think, but they're just very homophobic. In Russia, I don't know about the rest of Eastern Europe. So it says there's a bizarre trend, has Russian men smashing their iPhones for a manlier look. Now, apparently, somebody. It's kind of nice to find out that the social media sickness doesn't just apply to this country. It manifests itself differently in other countries and other cultures, but it's there. So apparently, was it a woman who posted something on social media? Showing how scratched up. The idea was a real man has a scratched up phone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then she said, it's not gay. Like if
along
a man,
those lines,
no,
yes.
she said words. She said those words, like in the social media post, like this is a real man has a scratched up phone, and then a phone that's not scratched up, that's gay. That's what she said. For spring. So that started the whole thing, and now men in Russia are recording themselves smashing up and scratching their phones to attract the opposite
It's also
sex.
better to have an older iPhone than a newer iPhone because that makes you seem even more rugged.
Grittier.
Yeah, so you have like an iPhone 11 or a 12 instead
I
of
don't
a...
need pictures on my phone. I will smash my older phone. I don't care. I'm not looking at anybody for... I don't need it.
Did you smash the phone or did you drop it because you were in fight?
I was dropping it because of fight. I get in fight every day with other men who are weaker than me.
Oh, very sexual.
And you are also beautiful.
Thank you. Spasiba.
Spasiba.
Let me see your phone. That's the beginning of it. Now, let me see your phone.
It's a natural scratch. I not drop on purpose to look manly or tough. I just got back from front. I watched drones fly over and blow buildings up in Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, is that war ever going to end? Like, I don't know.
As long as there are drones.
Are we at war now?
We are not at war.
Oh, hold on, wait, don't step on that. Hold on, I just got an official thing here.
Officially, we are not at war.
Okay.
And that's that's the way it is.
Okay, so are you saying we're at war?
We're not at war.
Okay.
Right today.
At this moment?
That's the quote. It's right now. It's on them.
Okay. All right. So we're not at war.
Not at war.
Okay.
And
all right.
Are we negotiating at all?
Are we?
We're not negotiating.
Okay.
Good to know.
At war during wartime. If there is one, it's what it is.
And then the other one. Sorry, what were you saying, Autumn? You were saying something.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's past. It's gone.
Yeah,
it's flown by.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then that one, it's just like, it just seems like Putin should have gotten a deal. Like he should have cut a deal with Trump when they went to Alaska or whatever. Because I don't know why. We talked about this a couple weeks ago or something. But for whatever reason, once the U.S. got out of the way, it seems like Ukraine started doing better, or like Putin had a moment and he just didn't recognize it and he let it keep on going. I don't know.
Are they making money in some way, and that's why it's continuing?
No, it's not helping Putin. I don't believe it's
They
helping.
don't have any gas in St. Petersburg.
Is that is that because of the Strait of Hormuz?
I don't know. I have to tell you. Then there's the other part where I'm like, well, I'm getting headlines in the West, and I don't think that I have ever known really what's going on the ground in the Donbass region.
You need to go there.
I need to go
Yourself,
there.
report
And
live.
If I do, I'm going to take a microphone and a really long wire.
We can all do the show live there together.
Yeah, that'd be
There
fantastic.
might be like a port, like inside of those internet cables that run along the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, I can just plug into there?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
probably some like USB-C.
I'll probably have to know somebody, but I'm sure I can probably figure it out.
Yeah, just
I'll go over there. I'll
hold
be
your breath,
reporting
get
from the front lines.
Get goggles.
But it just sort of seems like the headlines lately are that now this was the plan from the very beginning. So maybe even the people that I don't like, but maybe they're doing it, getting what they want. I've never believed that was about democracy or anything like that. I think that the plan was bog them down in Afghanistan, not our Afghanistan, their Afghanistan from the 80s, and just bog them down long enough for the people of Russia to be like, okay, enough of this. And then they would, and then, then some leadership would come into power and say, yeah, have NATO everywhere. We don't care.
Yeah, all year long, the Ukrainians have been blowing up their refineries and their storage units. And so they can't replenish it. They can drill, but they can't refine it.
Right.
Yeah. And now Ukraine's just got a license to be able to build Patriot missiles there.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that works, but okay.
I think Mr. President's right on that. It's a franchise.
Is it just a brand, and we can just when
Here's
you see
a
something
well, right, you could build it. I mean, if you have this stuff, you could build it, right?
It's part of the Yum brand.
Like
so you get a KFC.
You know what I mean? It's,
Are we giving them the 3D printers that they need?
They can make all they want, to be beautiful, and then
I don't know.
Russia,
What
make
do
a
I
deal.
know?
Make a deal.
What do I know? It just seems like objectively, if these headlines aren't propaganda, I don't know. Seems like he missed the mark there. A couple of years ago, he probably could have had a pretty good deal. I don't know if he can get a very good deal right now, but.
I love
don't
how
really
much
follow
we
it.
cared before.
I know. It's just all of a sudden we don't. It's like,
Yeah, like
it was the
everybody
most
has,
important thing in the world for a moment.
Everyone's like, support Ukraine. They change their flag things on their Facebook.
Democracy will die everywhere. This is the most important. And then now that we just get to a point where it's like, is that still going on? Okay.
You know what happened, guys, is because we changed our profile pictures, it changed the tide of the war.
That's right.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked, guys.
It did work. When you changed your avatar.
Oh, no. Autumn changed it. They need all the help they can get.
Come on.
All right.
Just change it to the Ukraine flag.
Yeah.
People will accept you in your next cocktail party.
Eric, it's been going on so long that all the all the virtue signalers who put a Ukraine flag in their front yard, they're all faded now.
I know they're faded. It's going. But hey, look, you got to say, if the headlines I'm reading are correct, he should have taken a deal back in that what was that, last year?
Yeah.
When they met in Alaska. I think he was in a better position then. Or just the United States getting out of the way. Who'd have thought? Maybe Europe can handle these things better. Look at that.
We don't need any help.
Look at Europe. Look at Europe taking their own first steps there. Huh? Are we proud of them? Look at them. Look at them doing something more than just taking our money and giving it out as welfare to their people.
They grow up so fast.
They do. It's bittersweet is what it is. Alex Williams says there's a tree down on 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, making a mess of the ride where the storms rolled through. Eric, 285 southbound. This tree fell in the right lanes right around just south of Memorial Drive where the on-ramp comes in there, exit 41. DOT's been on the scene, they tell me, in a couple of right lanes trying to chop this thing up and get it out of the roadway, but it has jammed the ride back to La Vista Road. And northbound also slow out of Clarkston into Tucker. Crash clearing out of the right lane at La Vista Road, Highway 29, I should say, before La Vista Road, Lawrenceville Highway there. Another tree down that's in northeast Atlanta heading toward Brookhaven into Cab. 85 northbound, pretty large tree here across the 85 north exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. DOT is on scene. They blocked out most of that exit ramp. Cars are trying to scoot through the gore there, but if you want to avoid the big mess trying to exit there, head a little bit north and you can use Claremont Road, exit 91 instead. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB. I need your attention.
Where you're going is a given.
Use caution as you travel through the area.
How you're getting there.
Major slowdown. That's the question.
The outer loop slow as you leave Truist Park.
Before you hit the navigation
And so maybe jump north of there and use La Vista Road.
Listen to the people you trust. Unusual delays with the direction of this crash.
Updated traffic as often as you need every time you listen.
Following extreme delays.
More experience, more reliable, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Triple Team Traffic.
And the delays are growing out of
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, they design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Proud supporters of iPaw Rescue, a nonprofit founded by legendary business activist Carl Icahn, where 100% of donations go to saving dogs' lives. That's AA MCO.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
At Emory Healthcare, there's a whole team of people devoted to medicine that envisions the future, so you can do the same. When doubt surrounds your picture of tomorrow, hope from others can light the way forward. The power of second chances is here every day, but its beauty shines brightest when you bring it home. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really worked so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Is Ryanair a discount airline?
Yes.
And is it domestic or is it international?
I mean, it goes all over Europe.
So is it out of Ireland?
I don't know where
I just see Ryan and I figure it must be.
It probably is, but it goes all over Europe. It's
Okay.
like it's like their what formerly was Spirit or Frontier.
It's their okay. So it's their city bus in the sky. Well, things got even worse for one dude. Ryanair passenger partly sucked out of plane as window dislodges. Listen, when they tell you to buckle up. Because this guy was nearly sucked right out of the window. It dislodged. And so apparently, like, half his body was outside the window. They had to pull him back in. Should have saved this for George Stein. Like, what's that guy going to make? Like, he's going to make a lot of money. Just say yes, George. He's going to make a lot of money. Yes. There you go. Yes. Bad enough you're on one of these discount airlines. And next thing you know, can you imagine, like, you get on a plane, and because I believe this happened kind of right shortly after takeoff.
Yes.
So you're sitting there, and, you know, all the stuff's going on, and, You put your bags up above the thing, and excuse me, I'm in the middle. Got to do that whole thing. The person's got to get up, and you go, okay. Oh, no, actually, I got the window seat. The window. No, that's mine. Okay, and then move around to get the window seat.
Is your seatbelt?
Sorry,
I think I'm
sorry.
sitting on part of it.
Yeah, putting this out there. You look. Yeah, ginger ale, please. Yes, a ginger. Yeah, yes. And then they take off, and so say like you've been on the plane like maybe 20 minutes because you had to sit there on the tarmac and whatever. 20 minutes later, you're hanging out of one of the windows as you're climbing to 30,000 feet. What is that?
Talk about extra legroom.
Oh, my God. Hey. Was this in the fine print on the back of the ticket?
It says here that a piece of the plane's engine is what struck the window.
Yeah. That gives you all the confidence. These are the stories I need to hear a couple of weeks before I have to fly.
Credit to his wife. His wife is really the one that saved him. She was sitting next to him and kind of grabbed onto him. And, I mean, he would have been sucked out had it not been for her.
Boy,
That's
lucky.
love.
Yeah, it's lucky that didn't happen to Mitch McConnell. He would have turned to his wife and, sorry, I'm not here for you.
See you later, baby.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that his wife went to China when he was on his... I gotta say this about my wife. If I had a heart attack, been found unconscious, put in an ambulance, taken to the hospital, you can never really know what another person deep inside thinks about you. But this I know. My wife would not have decided to go to some foreign, hey, I got a trip planned.
Yeah, sorry, I've got those meetings.
Go get your ducks in a row.
Okay. And then there's all these, I don't know, like, yeah, you do have, you have George Clark and his ilk who are going to have a conspiracy theory about everything. But why feed it? Why feed it? It's like, she must be up to something. Well, and then I like when they write about it. It's like these silly conspiracy theories. Look, you're the one who's acting weird.
Yeah, you're going to China.
You've been married to this person for 30 years or something.
You're getting your orders. I understand. Okay.
There's it. See, but it's just weird that the person you've been married to all those years, they have a heart attack, they appear to be on their deathbed, and you jump on a plane to go to China. This I know about my wife. She would not go to China. Maybe London. She loves London. She likes Paris. Alex Williams is still checking on that downed tree on 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, not really raining over there anymore, Eric, but the impact is left as they clear that tree from the right lanes. I think they are starting to wrap up here. 285 South, the inner loop in DeKalb at Memorial Drive, exit 41. The delays, those are not going to improve anytime soon with the heavy stuff starting back before North Lake Parkway, exit 36. Also, a bigger tree down. This one also in DeKalb. 85 northbound. The beginning of the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89 is blocked there. Cars are able to barely scoot through the gore there. I wouldn't recommend it. That's going to be a tough one. I just head north of there, exit off at Claremont Road, exit 91 is an alternate. I can bring a little bit of good news. Northside Drive has reopened in northwest Atlanta in both directions. That bridge over I-75, you are able to use that again, so good news there, but still a rough ride on 75 South into Midtown, starting below West Paces Ferry Road. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Waiting for the right time to replace those drafty, rotting old windows? Now's the time. NG Windows is having their biggest sale of the year. Save 24% off, plus up to 12 months, no interest, no payments. Upgrade to beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows now and save 24% off. Hurry, sale ends July 31st. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
It's the perfect time for a whole home refresh from Zerorez. In honor of summer 2026, save 26% on all services. From the floors you walk on to the air you breathe, everything Zerorez cleans is 26% off. Carpets? Yep. Air ducts? Yep. Upholstery, tile, and area rugs? Yes, yes, and yes. Zerorez delivers a deeper clean with no soaps, no residue, and no harsh chemicals. Book today at ZeroResAtlanta.com and use promo code SUMMER to save 26%. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Kick off the summer with a stress-free way to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer is the simplest way to sell your home. With our guaranteed offer, you're always in control. You can eliminate all the hassle, sell your home for top dollar, and move when you're ready. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. One of our clients, Selena, said, Mark Spain Real Estate was phenomenal. Prior to working with Mark Spain Real Estate, my house had been on the market for over 3 months with no success. After I met with Mark Spain Real Estate, they completely turned things around for me. I closed on the sale quickly, just as they promised. Mark Spain Real Estate is the #1 most reviewed real estate company in the U.S. with over 13,000 5-star reviews. Trust us to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by Southern Exteriors. WSB's top local story, Georgia utility regulators are taking a very close look at whether the folks who use a lot of power on the grid are getting their costs partially paid for by you and me.
With a growing number of data centers in the state, the Public Service Commission wants to make sure that the cost of the added strain on the grid isn't being passed along to residential customers. Commissioner Peter Hubbard says they want to protect consumers.
I think that's what we're all trying to get to the bottom of, is making sure that costs are being recorded appropriately and also benefits as well.
If changes are needed, they will be considered when the commission hears its next full rate case in 2028. The review is said to be completed by December. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 78 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, and there is a ground stop at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport until 5:30 due to thunderstorms moving through. The FAA says flights are delayed at Atlanta for an average of 15 minutes right now. Increasing cloud cover, rain showers mean afternoon temperatures in the upper 80s for the weekend. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast just minutes from now. Police are looking for a missing teenager in Gwinnett County. 17-year-old Brianna Armani Fernandez was last seen after leaving her house in Snellville Monday, and she hasn't been back. She's described as black, about 5'3", and she weighs about 167. Now, officials say she recently cut her hair very short. Anyone with information about Fernandez should contact the Gwinnett County Police Department. There are some interesting answers coming out today from AI when it comes to your financial planning. A new study from UGA is now prompting researchers to send out a warning about using AI tools for investment. Dr. Swarn Chatterjee says their research finds AI chatbots can provide a good option for some limited advice.
The answers that these chatbots gave were mostly in the ballpark. On average, I'd say they were not incorrect. But when we look at across the different Gen AI platforms, the answers vary.
He says those answers changed based on the racial demographics in the prompt. He believes you should use AI just as a starting point and then consult a professional. Georgia's agriculture industry depends on rainfall to keep things growing, and it was looking pretty bleak when 98% of the state fell into at least some level of drought earlier this spring. Well, Agricultural Commissioner Tyler Harper says tonight things are looking up.
Definitely need some additional rain to continue to recharge, but we're in a lot better shape than we were a couple of weeks back.
Agriculture is a $100 billion piece of Georgia's economy. Harper says we are still months from knowing the drought's full impact. We're going to know more once harvest season arrives. DeKalb police search for a suspect who ran from police this morning in Stone Mountain. An officer was attempting to pull over a driver. The driver took off and police gave chase. The suspect slammed into a parked vehicle on Old Highgate entry. The passenger and driver both got out and ran, but the passenger was the only one nabbed. Driver got away Authorities say if you have any information about this driver's whereabouts, to let them know. An 18-year-old Fairburn man is charged with murder in a high-speed chase in DeKalb County. This happened back in April. Joseph O'Day, now indicted by a DeKalb County grand jury on charges including felony murder, homicide by vehicle in the first degree, and a long list of others. He's accused of this high-speed chase that led to him hitting a grandmother and her grandson. The two were simply out for a walk near Miller Grove Middle School. The grandmother was killed, her 14-year-old grandson injured. They say O'Day was running from police because he was driving a stolen Mitsubishi. A new study from the American Association of Cancer Research shows men are more likely to be diagnosed with many types of cancer much later than women.
Looking at data between 2015 and 2022, researchers found that men are much more likely to be diagnosed with late-stage cancer than women. The largest disparities were seen in mouth, thyroid, and stomach cancers, also melanoma. Researchers say it's important information to have in order to identify potential interventions to improve cancer survival rates for everyone. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, we are starting your live team coverage of traffic and weather. That means WSB triple team traffic coming your way, and Alex Williams is kicking us off.
Well, they just wrapped up that down tree cleanup over on the east side perimeter, Veronica. 285 southbound, Memorial Drive, exit 41. Going to take a little bit for those delays to recover. Still pretty stacked up just south of Chamblee Tucker Road. You do have that bigger tree down, though. That is still an issue. 85 northbound, blocking most of the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road. Cars are able to scoot through the Gore area, but if you just want to keep heading north, you can easily exit off at Claremont Road, exit 91. Also, just southeast of North Druid Hills, you got traffic light issues at the intersection of La Vista Road and Briarcliff Road. If they're out, treat that as a four-way stop. And elsewhere, 85 northbound, continuing north out of DeKalb toward Gwinnett County. We're just dealing with some volume from the earlier rain showers from 285 up toward Indian Trail Road, exit number 101. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Heavy rain and thunderstorms continue to roll through the metro Atlanta area. They will come to an end later on this evening. Temperatures tonight will fall to the mid-70s. Tomorrow morning, a few isolated rain showers or thunderstorms possible, but the majority of the rain and storms will develop later tomorrow afternoon, mainly between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Some of these storms will be capable of producing heavy downpours as well as a few isolated damaging wind gusts. Tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. More scattered storms on the way for Sunday with highs in the upper 80s. And rain showers and thunderstorms will continue for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
79 degrees right now in Douglasville. It's 77 in Vinings and 74 in Midtown Atlanta at 5:06. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Quickly, though, Jared, you didn't seem to have an answer for me here. This is something I've noticed, and maybe I'm just the ones that I'm seeing, but it seems like, because Spain just beat Belgium 2-1, and but it seems to me like, unlike the football that I'm used to watching, the losing team kind of gets the hell out of the state, off the field as quick as possible, right? But it seems to me that the losing team in this World Cup, they stay on the pitch for as long as the winning team celebrates. I noticed that when the last game we won, Bosnia-Herzegovina, they were out there the whole time through the entire Take Me Home country roads, the whole thing. They were still on the pitch. Is that a thing? Or is it
I'm not sure.
Belgium was still out there for a good long time while Spain was celebrating?
I'm going to look into it.
Look into that, would you?
My only guess would be that because they all play in leagues
Good
together.
Sportsmanship.
No, they're not mingling with each other, though, that much.
They're still sticking with their teams?
They're still sticking with their team. They're just still on the field.
Good observation there.
Because I feel like if Take Me Home Country Roads is going to be our thing, just a couple of verses, a couple of choruses, and bring it down. It's a very long song. Do you feel like you get a little tired of it at some point? Not the song itself, but that big rah-rah moment, take me home. You get through that a couple of times. Do you really want to do it 3 more times? As far as a rah-rah thing goes?
It says
and
here,
they were out there the whole time.
FIFA protocol requires the losers to watch the winners lift a trophy, receive their medals, and applaud the fans.
Okay, there was.
So there
Von Hessler was seeing something. Yeah, we don't do that in America. Well, you lose the Super Bowl.
You're gone.
You shake hands
Put
with
your
a
head
couple.
down.
That's well, you shake hands with a couple of players you know from the other team. But basically, by the time they're up there on that stage and Terry Bradshaw is down there making no sense, by that time the other team is they're in the other locker room shedding a tear or two. It seems kind of cruel to make them stay out there. Look at it. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what you didn't do. You'll learn your hey, you want to raise a trophy? Yeah, stare at it.
You see
You
see your fans crying?
Yeah, take a look at that.
Play harder next time, losers.
This is for me. If I lost to America, I want to hear "Take Me Home, Country Roads" from the locker room as I'm, I'm gonna faintly hear it as I'm taking a shower, putting on my civvies, getting the hell out of there. But hey, it's a different culture. It's a different culture. When you lose in that culture, they shove your nose in it, and you're forced by rule to take it. Speaking of rules, well, who now helps us navigate the rules of society? Lawyers. Some of them are good, some are bad. We got a good one here. George Stein is here to help us get to the legal underpinnings of the current events. George, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's amazing how time flies when you're seeking justice on a daily basis.
Seems like you were just here moments ago.
Exactly.
Has an entire week gone by since we've seen one another, George Stein?
It's amazing.
We're getting old, pal. We're getting old quicker. You know how they say you find out that the universe isn't just expanding, it's accelerating, constantly getting faster and faster and faster. That's what's happening to our lives. The end is coming faster and faster and faster. But hey, let's have fun along the way, right? Let's have fun along the way.
That's right.
So I wanted to ask about this. I brought this up earlier, and the case itself is not as interesting to me as I just want to ask you about this gray area. So I'll read these two paragraphs again. The headline: Block owns
Square,
Square and Cash App, and these. Block reaches $45 million settlement with 46 states over Cash App fraud probe. Block has agreed to. Okay, now that's the headline. Here's the two paragraphs I love. Block has agreed to pay $45 million to settle claims brought by 46 U.S. states alleging that its peer-to-peer payments app, Cash App, failed to adequately protect users from fraud. State attorneys general said they found that Block misled users by falsely advertising that Cash App provided bank-like protections, including advanced fraud detection. This is my favorite line. Block denied any wrongdoing. What is this legal gray area where you're allowed to say, we deny any wrongdoing, but we will pay you $45 million? Now, I know it's legal, but I think it's, first of all, I want to start pointing at, I want people to say, no, we're not going to accept that. I mean, legally we will, but as human beings, we're all going to assume that Block is paying $45 million because they have some culpability in the charges that were leveled against them. Why? What is this weird area where you're allowed to pay off somebody, but you don't have to say that you did anything wrong?
Well, first off, that $45 million is their weekend recreational money.
I get it. I get it.
It means nothing to them. And part of the negotiations, it's almost like a PR campaign. You know, when you're negotiating with the government, you know, they want some money. And sometimes corporations are cornered to a certain extent, and they want to settle it. But
right.
they want to put a good spin on it, and that's up to negotiations, too. Sometimes you admit liability and you say you're wrong, and sometimes you're allowed to give this sort of a spin to it, and that's why it's
so the other side.
There.
So then, as you're saying that, the attorneys general from the 40 some odd states, they have to get together and say, well, they're going to give us the money. So is it worth it that we spend our money just to make them say that they're guilty, right? So that's where the deal comes in. It's like, well, we'll get the money, and they get to say that, not have to admit guilt. But the reason they're allowed to not admit guilt is that the attorneys general come together and say, well, as long as we're going to get the money, it's really not worth it to go through all of this just to make them
all the litigation and everything. Yeah.
But it's still, we can assume that if they're I know $45 million to them and the money they have, but it's not nothing. It's $45 million that could be in the coffers. That can't be a bad thing.
They're a multi-billion-dollar company.
I get it.
Like I said, it's just a small fraction. It's the cost of doing business.
Yes.
It's $1 million a state, right?
But we should assume in our heart of hearts that these attorneys general had a point. They didn't just make something up out of whole cloth. I mean, they are guilty of something here.
There was some merit to the case.
Yes,
otherwise they wouldn't have
exactly
come up against them. And so now there's going to be a kind of a national fund with that money in it. And for those who were allegedly hurt and can prove it or submit sufficient data to show that, that their identity got stolen, it was because of Block.
Right. Then they'll get like $10 or $15 or
exactly.
The way most of these go. I think nothing against lawyers, but I think they're going to get most of this money. Although is it different with the when you're dealing with I know class action. A lot of times you'll get a thing. Netflix just had one, And it's like it's more bother than it's worth. Like for me to get what I get out of this, it's a multi-million-dollar settlement, right?
Right.
And it's on behalf of the customers. But in reality, what I would get is like it would, $7.50 value, like each individual, right? But that's not true of the lawyers who tried the case. They get the money. Right?
Oh yeah, no, they often can negotiate that and
into the thing itself.
Submit to court, and it's usually multi-millions.
Yeah, because every once in a while I'll get one of these things, like some company that I'm, gotten some services from or whatever, and there'll be some class action lawsuit they lost, but here's a free certificate for the Starbucks. you get a free coffee. Meanwhile, the settlement is a multi-million-dollar settlement.
I got $8 from AT&T once.
Now, did you have to file anything?
Yeah, you get the little postcard and you put your name on it.
Then
I got a check in the mail.
I guess I have to check my privilege. I've always just been like, eh.
Wait, you guys think anything for the Siri spying scandal? I got $16 for that.
$16. Do you feel whole?
I do.
Okay, very good.
Great.
Do you feel like there $16 of damage had been done to your reputation?
Absolutely.
You got that back.
I feel like justice was served.
So I'm actually being dim-witted through your explanation. I did come to more of an understanding.
Yes.
It's just it's at the point they're willing to give you $45 million. It's not worth going through all the trouble of actually going to court with all of this just to get them to admit they did something wrong.
Yeah, to avoid the aggravation of litigation.
Or they just say, hey, once the lawyers are paid, who the hell cares about the people, right? No? No, just leave me hanging. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 South in Duluth.
Yep, just found this one on the jam cam, Eric, knocking out the center lane. No police or help with it yet. 85 southbound, Pleasant Hill Road, exit 104. Stacking up the ride as you leave Highway 316. Stays a little sluggish south of there as you leave Duluth into Norcross. 85 and northbound, they're still trying to clean up this tree that came down, blocking most of the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Cars are able to scoot through the Gore. You can always head north of there and use Claremont Road. 75 northbound, northwest of town. On and off the brakes the whole way this evening out of Marietta from North Marietta Parkway up toward Highway 92 in Ackworth. 575 southbound. You're slow leaving Barrett Parkway trying to make that transition onto I-75 southbound where you're just seeing a few brake lights as you head down past Highway 5, the Canton Road connector. Traffic brought to you by CumminsRecall.com. Attention Ram owners, complete Recall 67A, get $500 and a chance to win a Miami getaway for two for the final race of the season. Plus meet Brendan Butterbean Queen. Learn more and schedule at CumminsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, there is nothing more annoying than dealing with Atlanta drivers that are not paying attention. I'm not sure why we're experiencing this uptick in distracted driving, but it needs to stop, and I have a solution to fix it. Join me from 11 to midnight this Saturday on my Nightcap as I share my solution and cover the latest news of the night.
Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and they're making July a month to remember. Right now, you can upgrade your home comfort with a new Carrier cooling system starting at just $60 a month. The Georgia heat is here, and if your AC struggled last summer or you're worried about rising repair costs, now is the time to replace. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted Coolray to keep their homes comfortable. To set an appointment today, simply go to Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Access to affordable credit helps me pay my employees, but I don't really need it.
Inflation is killing me. But who cares? Big retailers are making record profits. That's why we support the Durbin Marshall credit card bill.
See? Banks and credit unions help small businesses make payroll. This bill would cut the vital resources they need.
While increasing megastore profits. They deserve it, don't they?
Tell Congress, stop the Durbin Marshall money grab for corporate megastores.
Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for RJ's Auto Body Plus in Marietta. I'm here with Kelly, a satisfied customer. How was your experience, Kelly, with RJ's Auto Body Plus?
My experience was great. I had an accident back in October, and the insurance company approved an aftermarket bumper. And honestly, it just didn't look right. It was wrong color, didn't match, stuck out just a little bit. I went back to RJ's, and I really appreciated them. They went and they fought the insurance company for me. They went back and forth with the insurance company and got them to approve a factory OEM bumper, meaning that it actually goes with my car.
That's a real live customer experience with RJ's Auto Body Plus. Go there now, ladies and gentlemen. Call 770-955-5020 or search RJ's Auto Body Plus. That's RJ's Auto Body Plus, 770-955-5020, or simply search RJ's Auto Body Plus.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
It's the perfect time for a whole home refresh from Zerorez. In honor of summer 2026, save 26% on all services. From the floors you walk on to the air you breathe, everything Zerorez cleans is 26% off. Carpets? Yep. Air ducts? Yep. Upholstery, tile, and area rugs? Yes, yes, and yes. Zerorez delivers a deeper clean with no soaps, no residue, and no harsh chemicals. Book today at ZerorezAtlanta.com and use promo code SUMMER to save 26%. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James, your accident attorneys.
Hurt in a crash? Call the attorneys at Sweet James, 800-9-million, and sweetjames.com.
All right, I'll say what you're thinking. Christmas in July? Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but neither does this. Because this isn't a clearance rack. It's our Solomon Brothers collection. Diamond essentials, tennis bracelets, earrings, everyday pieces done the right way. And for a limited time, all of it 31% off. So don't analyze it. Don't wait. Just come in. Solomon Brothers Christmas in July sale, 31% off everything.
All right, George Stein. Let people know how they can get more George Stein.
Yes, thanks. In your time of need, if you want a battle-tested lawyer, we focus on two things. Been arrested for a DUI and want an excellent defense? Go to georgestein.com. Been in a motorcycle accident? If somebody's caused you to lay your bike down, go to steelhorselaw.com.
I think Jared really wants more explanation on this story we did earlier in the week. This old man, was he 84 years old?
I believe he was 84 years old.
And, he was at a Waffle House, and I guess he tripped over the curb.
Yeah, he alleged that the distracting ad at Waffle House caused
in
him
the window. You know how they have those large specials in the window.
See like the steak and eggs. And
but he was
like
also saying that, hey, they didn't paint it in such a way where you could really tell that there was the curb there, and so he's suing him, I think.
Yeah, I think he got fixated on that hash brown ad.
Who wouldn't?
Distracted him.
Who would?
Oh, they've got those bowls too.
That's right.
And they are, by the way, they are very large. You know, they're very large in the window. So I could see how it could take up a large part of his, like more than his peripheral.
Yeah. Now, Waffle House maintains that they would maintain the premises in a safe condition, and they're not liable. And in order to be sued successfully for negligence, you have to say that there was a duty that they had that was breached and that put somebody in an unreasonable risk of harm. And probably what their best defense is going to be is 84-year-olds often get dizzy and have balance problems. And it was nothing that we did was made it, them responsible. It was the old man's fault.
It's the old, well, I mean, that's basically what they have to show. It happened because he's 84 and he doesn't have the balance and he doesn't have the ability to look at an advertisement in a window and keep walking safely. And that's not on us because, and it's like, it sounds to me like they don't have a case here. Now, I don't know, but because they're gonna say, hey, we were supposed to like think about that something like this could happen, like. When we were painting and building the whole thing, we had to think that maybe one day an 84-year-old guy would get here and be distracted by our signage and then trip and fall. Seems like a lot. Yeah,
but just like with the block situation, they might toss a few bucks to him to make him go away.
I see.
And come out with a PR campaign ad saying our place is safe.
So maybe just cover his medical bills or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
a few extra bucks.
I think he's asking for $50K.
Oh, they can afford that.
Well, of course they can afford it, but once you start giving them out $50K here and $50K there, before you know it, a lot more people are saying, hey, suddenly you got people falling down all over the place, and you're tossing out $50K here and there. So, I feel like maybe it's on the old man, that maybe it's time to have somebody else take him to the Waffle House.
Yeah, it sounds like a contestable case they may win.
I don't mean to engage in ageism. Don't get me wrong here. I am in favor of 84-year-olds. Was it McCartney? It wasn't McCartney, was it? He's 84.
I saw the sign for sausage. And I said, I don't eat that, but it's, it looks good.
It's interesting because I bet you he's from an era where it's like, you don't blame other people, take responsibility yourself. And now here he is, 84 years old, trying to say that it's not his fault that he stumbled and fell over.
Listen, there's money to be made everywhere, Eric.
That is correct. Can we quickly get to our smoking gun story?
Sure. The headlines.
Always good to. Did it happen in Florida by any chance?
This is a Florida woman. From a Florida man to a Florida woman.
Little twist. Florida woman.
Woman goes from choke slam to slammer. Angered about her girlfriend not wanting to be sexual, a Florida woman allegedly strangled her partner and performed a WWE-style choke slam before grabbing a pair of scissors and chasing her partner out of her home. This is according to a police report.
Now, George, you're going to tell me that this is not legal. This is what I'm guessing.
It's not legal. I don't think she went to charm school either.
I saw
You'd be surprised. Come back here.
I saw the mugshot.
Where are you going?
So she'd
Please
done this.
Run from me, you bitch.
Yeah.
She had done this before.
She'd done this before. She's been
yes.
previously charged with many counts of assault, and this time she's charged with felony aggravated assault because when you choke somebody out and you chase them with a pair of scissors, it's not a good thing. So, but listen.
Now, what about her? She did want to have sex, and she was turned down. Does she not have any legal rights?
How dare she?
As somebody,
I had been fiending all
she should have opted for a cold shower, but.
That's your legal remedy.
That's right.
Next time, cold shower.
Our water heater's broken, and it's very hot here in Florida, and so the water is warm.
No more chokeholds. Just take a cold
and
shower.
She was wearing something very sexual, and so I wanted
You're
sex.
trying to blame the victim. I could hear it. I could hear it in your voice. All right, George Stein. I wish you another great week of justice.
Thank you.
And we'll speak to you next week. Have a great week. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, this is one in can't talk. This one's in the right lane, Eric. 285 westbound, the outer loop, Riverside Drive, exit 24. So a ride that had been improving a little bit, leaving Georgia 400, is now slowing back again at Georgia 400 as you try to head over to I-75 in the Truist Park region. 285 north and southbound, enter an outer loop. A few brake lights on the west side perimeter between South Atlanta Road and I-20, and still watching this tree cleanup, blocking the beginning of the exit ramp into Cab from 85 north to North Druid Hills, exit 89. Very small portion of that Gore area that you can navigate to get around this, but if not, you can head north of there and use Claremont Road, exit 91. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Waiting for the right time to replace those drafty, rotting old windows? Now's the time. NG Windows is having their biggest sale of the year. Save 24% off, plus up to 12 months, no interest, no payments. Upgrade to beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows now and save 24% off. Hurry, sale ends July 31st. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
This is Scott Slade. Thinking about security? Most people stop at a video doorbell so you can watch a package get stolen after it happens. That's not protection. With Loud Security Systems, security means prevention. Add cameras around your home or business, door and window sensors that alert you when someone tries to get in. Monitored fire protection, water leak detection when you sleep or travel. Security is more than a video doorbell. Visit loudsecurity.com because it's time to get loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
On BritBox, there is a place where stories twist like cobblestone roads, grand manners hide secrets, and stakes are higher than seaside cliffs. Find places worth getting lost in on BritBox. Watch new series like The Other Bennett Sister from the world of Jane Austen and A Woman of Substance starring Golden Globe winner Brenda Blethyn. If you want to get away, you're in the right place. Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Free trial at BritBox.com.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, there's no better time than now. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can skip the market uncertainty and sell your home hassle-free and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 5:30. I'm Veronica Waters. WSB's top news this half hour is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. WSB's top story this evening, the search continues for an unnamed suspect who fled not one but two traffic stops this morning. The latest involved a chase a bit before 4 a.m. DeKalb County Police spotted the white SUV, which ran from cops earlier in Stone Mountain, and when officers tried to pull it over this time, the driver took off again, this time eventually slamming into a parked vehicle on Old Highgate entry.
The driver and passenger got out of the vehicle and ran. Police quickly took the passenger into custody. The driver escaped.
Blayton Clark with DeKalb County Police says they are looking for that suspect now. Anyone with any information is being asked to call DeKalb County Police. No word on why the driver was trying to be stopped in the first place. It is now 75 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards says these scattered storms that we're seeing are going to continue into the evening, and we're going to see a high around 94 today. Lows tonight, 75 under partly to mostly cloudy skies. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is coming up. Things are looking a lot better for the state's agriculture industry thanks to all of that recent rainfall we've been seeing.
A few months ago, 98% of Georgia was in some level of drought, and much of the state was classified as being in severe to exceptional drought. But Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says we're doing much better now.
Fortunately, over the last couple of weeks, we've been able to get some rains that have been very beneficial to help our ag industry move in the right direction, but we're still not where we need to be. We still do have some dry areas.
And he says we won't know until harvest yields begin to come in later this year just how much it has impacted this $100 billion segment of Georgia's economy. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
We're learning new details today about an apparent drowning on Lake Lanier.
The Department of Natural Resources identifies the victim as 60-year-old Glenn Cunningham of Buford. Game wardens, along with Hall County Fire Rescue and the Hall County Sheriff's Office, responded to a call Thursday afternoon at the Shoal Creek campground on the lake. Witnesses say Cunningham was in the water when he went under and failed to resurface. Game wardens used boat-mounted sonar to find the victim hours later in 9 feet of water. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump has chosen not to sign a sweeping housing affordability bill. He is doing it Senate, he says, in protest of Congress not approving a strict voter ID bill, which does not have enough support to pass. Still, the housing measure could become law without Trump's signature, as he has 10 days to issue a veto and stop the measure. Trump's post says simply that he will not be signing it. While AI is popping up in many parts of our lives, there's new research about the dangers of using chatbots for financial advice.
University of Georgia researchers have found that while the advice provided by AI chatbots about saving or investing isn't wholly wrong, it's not consistent when information on race or gender is included. Dr. Swarn Chatterjee says while this option creates access for consumers,
each person's situation is different, each household situation is different. It's a good starting point, but probably it's a better idea to go and get expert guidance.
He says that guidance should come from a professional financial planner. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
At least 31 states are now reporting cases of the parasitic disease, which health officials say leads to uncomfortable gastrointestinal symptoms, if I might be subtle. It's called cyclosporiasis, and it's not entirely clear what the root cause is, but health officials believe it may be linked to contaminated fresh produce or water. And ABC News medical contributor Dr. Alec Patel says if untreated, symptoms can last weeks.
These symptoms can really last a long time. Fortunately, this can be treated with an antibiotic if you do get symptoms and you go to a doctor and you get tested. But still, this is very painful for the people who have been experiencing, including several reports of those who have had symptoms for a prolonged period of time.
A previous outbreak in 2024 took a lot of investigative work. They eventually discovered that the outbreak was coming from fresh parsley. Tyler Perry and Colin Kaepernick are stepping up to cover two huge expenses for the family of Nolan Wells in Mississippi. Perry is paying for the teen's funeral and Kaepernick is paying for the autopsy. Attorney Ben Crump says this family requested an independent autopsy because, quote, they lack confidence in the ongoing investigation in Mississippi. In case you did not hear about this, Wells went missing from Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend and his body was later discovered floating off the island's coastline. Investigators say they found no evidence of foul play, but Crump says he's not buying it since he knew how to swim and because the people he was with are allegedly telling inconsistent stories. Stay with us. It's 5:35. Time now for our live team coverage of traffic and weather. To the WSB 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams on the commute.
Hey, Veronica, still watching this downtree cleanup heading out of northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven, 85 northbound, the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Most of that exit ramp is blocked. Cars still difficultly navigating the Gore area there, but if you don't want to mess with that, you can always head a little north and exit off at Claremont Road, exit 91. Once you get past that, 85 northbound, still some brake lights between Chamblee, Tucker, and Norcross. Earlier southbound crash at Pleasant Hill Road has cleared, but a stalled Big Creek blocks the right lane. Below that, 85 southbound at Beaver Ruin Road, exit number 102. 75 north and southbound, on and off the brakes in both directions from the earlier rain showers between Marietta and Ackworth. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Heavy rain and thunderstorms continue to roll through the metro Atlanta area. They will come to an end later on this evening. Temperatures tonight will fall to the mid-70s. Tomorrow morning, a few isolated rain showers or thunderstorms possible, but the majority of the rain and storms will develop later tomorrow afternoon, mainly between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Some of these storms will be capable of producing heavy downpours as well as a few isolated damaging wind gusts. Tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. More scattered storms on the way for Sunday with highs in the upper 80s, and rain showers and thunderstorms will continue for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Right now, we're looking 80 degrees in Conyers. It's 75 in Clarkston and 75 right now in Midtown Atlanta at 5:36. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
I started my first business at 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you, and that made me work harder. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 from day one.
Steelhorse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks. SteelhorseLaw.com.
All right, I'll say what you're thinking. Christmas in July? Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but neither does this. Because this isn't a clearance rack. It's our Solomon Brothers collection. Diamond essentials, tennis bracelets, earrings, everyday pieces done the right way. And for a limited time, all of it 31% off. So don't analyze it. Don't wait. Just come in. Solomon Brothers Christmas in July sale, 31% off everything.
For over 50 years, Breda Pest Management has believed in doing right by our community. It's Scott Slade with my friend Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management. Matt, thank you for your support of the WSB Care-a-thon, benefiting the Aflac Cancer Center at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We will give $100 for every new Breda client now through July 24th with a minimum donation of $20,000. Let's make an impact together.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
It's 5:38, and looking at temperatures across Metro Atlanta, we are looking at 77 degrees right now in Woodstock. It's 74 in Brookhaven, 76 in Midtown Atlanta. News this half hour is brought to you by A1 Garage Door Service.
You'll be surprised about this, Jared Yamamoto. We were speaking about this yesterday, so I don't like the Waymos. I don't think there's any reason for it. I think it's part of, just a lot of this technology is just being shoved down our throat. Not really people going, clamoring for something or wanting something new or different. I just don't think there's any purpose for driverless cars. And I'm not a fan of them. And you keep trying to rope me in. Oh, you're going to ride in one with me? I don't have any interest. Now, at the same time, yesterday, because Uber drivers, according to the story yesterday, Uber and Lyft, the drivers have lost like 50% of the amount of income that they had at some other time. I don't know if it was 2 years ago.
Within the perimeter, I'm not surprised with how many of these Waymos are around.
And I think they had a big protest, right?
They did in Old Fourth Ward.
And you'll be surprised. You'd probably think that I'd be on the side of the people protesting, but I'm not against them as people. I want them all to do well. But I'm not in favor of their cause. I myself, I don't see any reason for these driverless vehicles. But I also know one thing: I don't know who you're following or who's giving you advice, but it's just not good advice in life. You can't petition for things not to change so that you can keep your job. Radio is very different now than it used to be. Talk to somebody who used to work at a newspaper in this country, which used to be, you get a job in newspapers, well, those aren't going anywhere, right? That changed overnight. A lot of people used to work at magazines. They can't petition the government to say no more online publications because we want to keep having our jobs at magazines. It's a part of life that's it's better very early on that you just put it in your back pocket, understand it, deal with it. Change is the only thing that stays the same. Just because when you got into school and you started something, this was the lay of the land, or when you needed a side hustle, this was the lay of the land. So I'm not in favor of driverless cars just because I just don't see the purpose for them, and I think it's more of this tech nonsense that isn't based on, hey, there's a need and people want something. It's just more like, you're going to do this, whether you like it or not. But you cannot petition the world to stop turning and changing so that the way that you made your money at the peak stays the same. It just doesn't work that way, and it's not a smart way to go about your business. It's terrible when things change and the landscape changes and you used to be able to make money in one way and then that goes away. But step back, look at history, and you're going to find that, that's actually the engine of history. Every time something new or innovative comes along, something that was established and stable goes away. And there were always people who made their living in the established and stable ways. Now, sometimes it's legitimate and sometimes it's not. The car over the horse and buggy. Ultimately, we were able to travel further and go longer and do more with a car over a horse and buggy. Now, is this a change that we need? My opinion is no. I have no need for it. But Jared does like them. And you can't petition your local government or whatever to say, I don't want Jared to have this choice that he wants so that I can continue to make the money that I made before. You just can't do that. Even though I wish everybody the best of luck, and I know that it's a pain that you thought you had this thing that would always be there maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Hey, I have a side hustle. I do this. I got my normal job, whatever. This is good. I use all the money from Uber to take my kids somewhere or whatever. And I get this extra money or maybe it's you need it. Maybe it's you lost your job. It's not a nice thing about the world, but it's the way the world goes. Anytime you find yourself protesting for the government to do something so that you can keep your job, I would say you're almost always on the wrong side of what's eventually going to happen. I'm not saying morally you're on the wrong side. I'm just saying you're not going to win. And then you're going to end up wasting your time because you just can't petition the government to turn the clock back.
Yeah, and if we end up getting any permitting on the Waymos or just Uber and Lyft in general, no matter if you're driving with a driver or it's driverless, it'll probably bring the cost up because the permitting will cost more. That's what they were kind of fighting for yesterday was for the city of Atlanta to
they wanted
permit
to
them.
Basically have a number of Waymos. There do seem to be far too many. I would probably, on individual issues, I would probably agree with the protesters more often than not. But nothing is forever except for the government, and even those aren't forever. They tend to change. But it's I just think that if you're protesting the government to keep things the same so you don't lose your job, I think you're just kind of wasting your time. I'm not saying it's not sad or
There's always rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah.
What, like?
You can take your anger out with a rock. There's no one in it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
If you're angry enough.
Are you trying to get people to write in
No,
letters?
no.
Tim Andrews was saying that people
I'm just
should.
saying it's an option.
No, it's
A
not
bad
an,
one,
It's
but
not an option.
All right, tax.
Because you can still get in trouble because there's like 9
Property damage,
By the
yeah.
way, it's property damage, and you're damaging property that has more cameras per inch than anything else. So the idea that you're going to get away with that.
You know what I do to take out any anger that I have with a Waymo if they're going slow is anytime I'm at a 4-way stop, you're supposed to go in order, right? I jump in front of the Waymo.
Oh,
every
do
time
you now?
because I'm
Do
a
they
human.
stop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it always responds. Like, so no matter what. So if I'm like at a 4-way stop, and don't do this at home, kids, but if it's the Waymo's turn, I'm like, you are a robot and I'm a person, so I go first.
Well, the law is on the side of the robot.
Yeah.
The rules of the road don't change based on who or who is not on the road.
That robot's pressing charges.
I felt humiliated.
Yeah.
I have lost.
Vehicular robot slaughter.
I saved 5 seconds by jumping through the stop sign a little bit
I
faster.
love that. I love when people cut you off and you're like, oh, hey, man, you go. You're going to get there at least 25 seconds before I do.
Or the best
It
is
was
when
all worth it.
The best is when they cut you off and then you go to the next stoplight and you're,
And you're
pulled
right
right next
behind
to
it.
and you just
Yeah.
look at them. You're like, what's up?
Yeah. I won't even look at them because I just assume they're going to, I don't know. People are violent. I pretend I have no response to whatever you're doing on the road. I'm just getting home. I'm gonna get myself home, and then that's the world that I'm able to kind of like have some. I don't know. I can't say I run it completely, but I have some leverage. Once I get home, from here to there, I don't care. You cut me off, you do whatever. There's going to be no response from me. I'm not going to get shot in the face because some idiot cut me off and that made me angry.
Eric, you don't do the finger guns at them?
No.
Yeah, great idea.
Sometimes I will get sarcastic if they're going really fast, and I'll wave them by me like I'm rooting for them at the Atlanta Speedway or something. I go, go. That's a little sarcasm. I assume nobody's going to. I mean, they'd have to actually slow down, and I know they're not going to do that if they wanted to punch me in the face. Alex Williams says it's still a slow ride through downtown.
Trying to get better, Eric, but has not been able to do so yet ever since the rain moved through earlier, plus it just being a Friday afternoon. You're stacked up southbound from the 85-400 merge, 75 as you approach Howell Mill Northside Drive. Heaviest stuff is going to stay with you passing Atlantic Station and Georgia Tech. Then moderate volume continues down to I-20, 75-85 northbound slow, University Avenue up to Peachtree, Pine Street. And they're still trying to clean up this down tree heading out of northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven. 85 northbound, the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 80 89. Most of that exit ramp is blocked. You can head north of there and use Claremont Road, exit 91 instead. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Get your medical questions answered with the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital.
This Sunday, we'll be joined by Dr. Michelle Volz, a specialist in women's cardiovascular disease, who will take your calls and discuss maternal heart health.
Tune in this Sunday at 8 a.m. for the Doctors on Call, presented by Northside Hospital on 95.5 WSB.
Joint pain, awful when you're the person who's fighting through it. But I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you love someone who struggles with joint pain and you see it. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's July. The days are long. The light hangs around. It's time to be outside, moving, playing, living, and you're sitting it out. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Let's talk about getting that life back. Because at QC Kinetics, that's what's happening every day. People who are stuck in that cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it with regenerative treatments done right there in their office. No surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. We hear it all the time, not just from patients, from people around them. He's back. She's herself again. So if this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a candidate. Call 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
Hi, I'm Tom Shane, third-generation owner at Shane Company. As a family jewelry business for almost 100 years, we are known for doing right by our customers. Our legacy of integrity depends on it. Here are 3 things we never do. We never cut corners. Our engagement rings are made to high-quality standards, and we stand behind them with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We never buy diamonds without seeing them in person. We travel to the source, eliminate the middleman, and get first pick of the most beautiful stones. Then negotiate the price on your behalf. We never try to trick you on price. We don't mark up the rings just to mark them down and call it a sale. We offer true value from the start, so you get the best price every time. At Shane Company, we put you first because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Sounds like your car is giving you trouble again, Frank.
Mary, I think she's finally running out of steam after all these years.
Well, why don't you give her a second chance where she can make a difference in the community?
What do you mean?
Donate her to Tommy Nova Center. I just donated my vehicle. It was super easy and fast, and they'll use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
That's a great idea. What a feeling knowing my old rundown car can help someone.
Donate your old vehicle, RV, or boat to Tommy Nova Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Call 866-NOVUS Auto or visit TommyNovaCenter.org and donate today.
Let's face it, nobody puts septic service on their wish list. But if your septic system needs attention, here's something to feel good about. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. For every new customer through July 23rd, we'll donate $100 to the WSB Care-a-thon. Get the septic help you need, and together we'll help children.
Take the sting out of septic service and help some amazing kids.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
This is rather breaking news in the tech world. Apple sues OpenAI alleging trade secret theft. Says scheme was at every level. By the way, who's looking smarter than Apple right now? As far as this whole AI thing goes.
No one
They
right
just
now.
unplugged and just are not a part of it. The fact that Apple is not burning billions of dollars in investment money, because Apple has a lot of cash. I don't know what it is right now, but there was a time where Apple had something like $250 billion in cash laying around. So they could get into these things, but they did not. They did not do that. I think with Apple, I think the turnaround, and this is me just putting the puzzle pieces together. I don't really know it. But I don't know if you remember, there was a time in like 2010, 11, 12, I think, in that area, where Apple was, they had started a division and they were going to create the Apple car. Now, I think it would have been driverless and it would have had a lot of AI and everything in it. And 2 or 3 or 4, they had a whole division going on the research and development, and then they just pulled the plug. And I think maybe it was because they saw the cost of what was they may have sold the stuff that became Waymo, actually. Some of the because they had a research and development thing going.
It was codenamed Project Titan.
Yeah, and then they just stopped. And I'm wondering if once they saw the kind of artificial intelligence cost that was going to be involved in there, whatever the reason was, they are so smart because they realize that really only one of these companies is going to win whatever it is you win by winning this AI race. And once that is established, guess what? They're all going to be they're all going to want to be on that phone that everybody has, right? And they'll do what they did with Google for the search thing. They'll just write a check for $20 billion a year to whatever that company is. And they'll just get the received product. They won't have to do all the research and development. And they'll be up to date with everybody else and every other competitor that on their phones and their AI. And they seem like the only tech company that hasn't lost their, why is Meta doing all of this? Why is Facebook burning $1 gazillion a day on AI?
They're backing off now.
Well, now they're backing off because they've what do you call it?
Oversold?
Well, not oversold, but they've overbuilt. And so they can't even use all this data center stuff so now they're going to basically become a cloud company and sell that back to Anthropic and OpenAI. But this is saying that, and I think some of this is because they're talking about hardware here. That Johnny Ive who came up with the design for the iPhone and the iPad.
Design.
Yeah, huh?
The industrial design, like they designed the actual product.
Yeah, well, he OpenAI has a partnership. I think they bought Johnny Ive. Johnny Ive left Apple, then he started his own company, and then OpenAI bought it, and they're trying to make hardware together. And so Apple can't be happy about that because they're figuring he's taking some of our secrets over there. And now with this, they're saying that actual OpenAI is hiring Apple engineers and people like that, and they're bringing their laptops with them, and they're just stealing everything. But here's the thing. Sam Altman and Elon Musk and the guy over at Anthropic, here's the thing. You can follow them into the future all you want. I'm done yelling and screaming about it, but here's the deal. Documented. They've all lied to you over and over and over again. But I guess we should put the future in their hands. Alex Williams has better news on 85 South in Norcross.
Yes, sir. I like to bring the good news when I can, Eric, and it is that a stalled big rig just cleared out of the right lane in Norcross, 85 southbound, Indian Trail Road, exit 101, and we had the earlier trouble before that, 85 south at Pleasant Hill Road. That crash has also cleared out of the roadway, so still haven't improved the delays on 85 south as you leave Highway 316, but they should start to get better as all those trouble spots have cleared. Still some northbound delays leaving leaving Chamblee Tucker up to Pleasantdale Road, and down tree cleanup continues out of Northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven, 85 northbound, the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Only able to use that exit ramp by cutting through the gore. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Just call Sweet James at 1-800-9-million. Just call Sweet James. your accident attorneys.
Sweet James, the only firm to call if you're hurt in a crash. 800-9-MILLION and sweetjames.com.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
Jane is a small business owner.
That's right.
And tell them what that's like, Jane.
Yeah, well, it's like a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs, and some days things can feel like they're flying off the rails.
Yep, it's a lot. But the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business can help you manage it all. With the largest, fastest fiber-powered network designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect. Plus gig speeds with security and equipment included. All with a 5-year price lock.
Nice. So everything stays on track.
Exactly. The Total Solutions Advantage. Get started for just $60 a month for 12 months when you add wireless connect to a qualifying internet package. No one does business like Comcast Business.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and automatic payments with bank account required. $60 offer requires 300 meg internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
For over 50 years, family-owned and operated Breda Pest Management has believed in doing right by our community. Not just protecting our homes from bugs and critters, but supporting our neighbors, too. It's Scott Slade with my friend Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management. Matt, I want to thank you for being so committed to the WSB Care-a-thon benefiting the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Scott, at Breda, our name is on the line, and so is our commitment to the community, and that includes supporting the WSB Care-a-thon.
Breda has committed to a minimum donation of $20,000 this year.
Let's make an impact together. Breda will donate $100 for every new client who signs up for any of our pest management services now through July 24th.
So make your house a healthy home. Sign up and give back with Breda. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. BREDAPest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. Call A1 Garage Door Service today.
A1 from day one.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by the Lloyd Advisory Group. WSB's top local story. Is there a chance that your wallet and my pocketbook are paying some data centers' power bills? Georgia's Public Service Commission has decided to take a close look.
The question for the state's utility regulators is whether large load customers are bearing the full cost of their added strain on the grid. Public Service Commissioner Peter Hubbard believes this is a critical review.
So this is a first step in getting to the question of are data centers paying what they need to cover all the costs.
The findings aren't expected to impact current power bills, but it will come into play when the Commission hears its next full rate case in 2028. The review is expected to be completed by the end of the year. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 80 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards says these scattered storms are going to continue through the late afternoon and evening. We're going to see wake-up temperatures around 75, partly to mostly cloudy skies tonight, and a few storms still hanging around. Now, keep in mind that the weekend weather means that it could be strong to severe with some damaging wind gusts, so you're going to wonder. Monitor outdoor events like watch parties and Peach Fest for any impacts. The FAA says this half-hour departures at Hartsfield-Jackson are delayed an average of 62 minutes due to the weather, and they're going up right now due to those thunderstorms. Be sure and stay with WSB for continuing team coverage of any impact of the severe weather across the metro. We have learned we're going to see the candidates for Georgia governor taking to the debate stage, and in a unique format, For the first time ever, Democrat Keisha Lance Bottoms previously challenged Republican Rick Jackson to 3 in-person debates. Jackson is now accepting at least one. His campaign says today he will take part in a statewide town hall-style debate. There, voters will get to ask questions of the candidates themselves. An 18-year-old from Fairburn is under indictment for the shocking death of a DeKalb County grandmother who was just out for a walk. 18-year-old Joseph Ode is now facing felony murder and first-degree vehicular homicide charges in April's death of Antoinette Catchings. The 56-year-old and her 14-year-old grandson were out for a stroll near Miller Grove High School when Ode is accused of running into them. He was fleeing police trying to pull him over when they spotted him in a stolen Mitsubishi Mirage. The 14-year-old boy was injured and did survive. There's a new study now that says men are more likely to be diagnosed with late-stage cancers than women.
Men may be more likely than women to receive a later stage diagnosis for many types of cancer. That according to a study in a journal of the American Association of Cancer Research. They looked at data from 2015 through 2022, 30 different non-reproductive types of cancer, and they found that for 16 cancer sites, men were significantly more likely than women to be diagnosed at a later stage. The largest differences were mouth, thyroid, and stomach cancers. Earlier studies have shown that men are more likely to die from cancer than women. Doctors stress early detection is key. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
More mixed messaging from President Trump regarding whether Iran is ready to renegotiate. On social media, the president said Iran asked to come back to talks, but the U.S. and Iran have been trading strikes this week, and Iran's been taking a tough stance against the U.S. in public comments.
The U.S. launching 2 nights worth of strikes against Iran around the region. But before that, a U.S. official had said that technical talks were continuing. Specifically, they said that they were continuing as it relates to the issue of Iran's nuclear capabilities. But remember, that has been essentially the same issue that brought the United States into this war in the first place.
That's correspondent Olivia Rubin at the White House. Meantime, everyone is keeping an eye on gas prices as the strikes go back and forth, and whatever traffic comes through the Strait of Hormuz is going to have a direct effect on whether our gas prices go up. AAA says gas prices have jumped 9 cents in the past 2 days. It's 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, we're going to live team coverage of traffic and weather. WSB Triple Team Traffic starts off with Alex Williams.
Hey, Veronica. Unfortunately, the pattern right now, as soon as one crash clears, another one seems to pop up, and that's the case on the south side, right near the airport in Clayton County. Just found a new crash thanks to the help of the DOT spinning this camera. It's in the center lane, 75 southbound, right at I-285. Traffic stacking up behind it as you leave Central Avenue, so those delays are filling in between Hateville and Forest Park. Elsewhere on 285 southbound, the interloop into DeKalb County, some sluggish volume, we'll call it, as you leave I-85 down toward East Ponce de Leon, exit 48 in Clarkston. You're tapping the brakes northbound as well from Highway 29 Lawrenceville Highway up to I-85. Slowest part of the west side perimeter, 285 southbound, the outer loop a little crowded. South Cobb Drive, exit 15 to I-20, the West Freeway. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Heavy rain and thunderstorms continue to roll through the metro Atlanta area. They will come to an end later on this evening. Temperatures tonight will fall to the mid-70s. Tomorrow morning, a few isolated rain showers or thunderstorms possible, but the majority of the rain and storms will develop later tomorrow afternoon, mainly between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Some of these storms will be capable of producing heavy downpours as well as a few isolated damaging wind gusts. Tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. More scattered storms on the way for Sunday with highs in the upper 80s. And rain showers and thunderstorms will continue for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Right now we see 81 degrees in Stockbridge. It's 75 degrees in Sandy Springs, and it's 77 in Midtown Atlanta at 6:06. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
That's correct, Ronnie. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. You know, I was going to be all kind of like excitable about when I found out that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce spent $30 million on their wedding. And I thought, in reality, probably most of that money, went to people who aren't millionaires, right? Caterers, things like that. That's how I get myself through that. That's my way of telling you Greg Russ is not joining us today because he had to go to a wedding. And I don't know how happy he is about it. Apparently, the wedding I don't think is till tomorrow, right?
Correct.
But there's the whole
welcome party.
What's going on with weddings?
So if you're an out-of-town guest, a welcome party is normal, but they're becoming so long now.
Yeah,
They used to be like an hour, but now it's like a cocktail hour, but now it's like 3 hours.
It's too much. Stop expecting so much. You're getting married, not me. I'm just here to witness it and give you my blessing. I don't need a 3-day itinerary of where you expect me to be and what you expect me to be doing for 3 days. But that's not my problem. That's Greg Russ's problem.
The worst is the farewell brunch, because after the big days happen, you're like, why in the world am I going to a brunch? I don't want to see you again. You got married.
I know. And then you're at a
Congrats.
brunch with like 80 people.
And you're hungover.
Yeah, terrible. But you know what? We're gonna get our mind. We may not have Greg Russ here because of these silly wedding rituals that have popped up in the last 15, 20 years in this country. But we do have Paul Stanley.
Hi, this is Paul Stanley, and this is Paul Stanley's Music News on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
I have to let the lawyers. This is actually not the Paul Stanley you might be thinking of, but it's not. Yeah, don't sue us. Is what we're saying. Whoa, who's this?
Yeah, Paul, Eric.
Oh no,
wasn't able to make it.
So, are you subbing in, Gene Simmons?
I am, and I'm here to offer you rock news,
music news,
entertainment, music news. Paul had to get his chest hairs dyed.
You guys are retired. Why does he's still just he's still?
Well, I don't know. Maybe when he goes out, he doesn't want to look like an old man.
Does this? Do you have to comb that out? Because you wouldn't want to get that dye, I would think, on your
I don't
skin, on
know,
your chest.
I don't-
wouldn't it dye your skin?
I don't know. I'm not into that kind of thing. I am not gay.
No one thinks you're gay. No one said that. No one thought that. No one.
Why would
there's
you
no-
bring that up?
I
Why
don't
would you?
swim in that river.
We understand that. Nobody
Yeah.
thinks you do. You're.
Well,
in terms
you-
of that, your reputation precedes you.
You asked me about his chest hair.
Yes, I did.
I had already told you
Mhm.
why he's not here.
Okay, all right. You don't want to dwell on his chest hair.
I never have.
Okay, I'm not. No one thinks you have. I don't understand.
I've seen it. I know
You
it's
have
there.
you have plenty of your own chest hair.
Yeah.
I have plenty.
Why are you so defensive about that?
Actually,
Nobody
I-
thinks.
I don't know that I do.
Uh-huh.
But I have lovely hair on my head.
Okay. Yeah, it's not. Is that
Is
what
all
is
of it
that?
yours?
Most of it.
Is that a helmet of some kind?
It is
Anyway,
a hair helmet.
it's okay, but it's quite nice. It works. It's like cotton candy, but more stable.
Right. Like black licorice cotton candy.
That's exactly what I
All
was going
kids
for.
would love that.
Yeah, and that's a thing that only heterosexuals would go for.
Right.
That's what I didn't mean. I just wanted to get ahead of you there.
Thank you.
George Clark?
Gene's a huge music star, and you know what? That music star Taylor Swift got married. Did you get an invite?
Did you get invited? Did you and Paul stand? Were you
no,
guys there?
I don't believe we did.
Oh.
And you know what? I'm fine with that.
Do you like Taylor Swift?
Not particularly. I don't have
that's
anything.
okay.
Well, I'm not saying I don't like her as a person. I don't know her as a person. But I'm not into the music.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because
either.
it's boring.
Do you think it's boring as well, Taylor? Or just...
I mean, a little. I mean, how long do I have to sing about my
Right.
exes?
I
mean,
applaud your success. I think it's
you so
fantastic.
much.
I don't begrudge anyone making $1.
That's right.
Or $1 billion.
Uh-huh.
Gene, you should invite Taylor to perform with you. You're going to be at the Parks Casino in Township, Pennsylvania on the 24th.
Whoa,
Right.
that's really cool.
Are you going to be there? Are you big...
You know, I can try. I don't know. I'll have to look at my schedule because I'm pretty busy.
No, I realize that a casino is way below your expectations. But I'm not ready to retire.
Right.
And a solo Gene Simmons does not command a large venue.
What
But
Kiss?
in this mostly, I'm sorry.
Well, a venue that Kiss would have, for
Correct.
instance.
A mostly intimate type of thing where perhaps I answer questions from people in the audience.
Oh, okay.
But most likely not.
And you were telling me earlier that if Taylor Swift pays you $25,000, she could be your roadie for one day.
I would love that.
Wow.
Would you be interested
I have
in-
roadies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that experience. I
I'll
don't
wear
get
something sexy.
Um,
just
Just because you're married doesn't mean you're dead if you want to hang out with a guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a love gun.
Uh-oh.
A love gun.
Right.
Oh.
You know that song, Christine 16?
She doesn't know.
No.
You should check that out.
No, she
I don't
doesn't.
know what
she
that
doesn't-
means.
You could put on a little cheerleader outfit and,
You're scaring
Oh.
her.
and I'll
You're
sing
sca- you're
Christine
scared.
Gosh,
16.
You know, I really have to run. What's that?
Why don't you check out that? I'm sure Travis knows that song.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Why
He
don't you
sends
ask
his
him
love.
right now?
I have to go, though.
Ask him right now.
So nice talking to you. Bye.
Okay, yeah. I don't think she's a big Kiss fan.
Yeah, well, I don't usually say things like this to girls your age, but when I saw you coming out of the school that day,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
that day I knew I've got to have you, Christine 16.
You know, I was thinking, there's so many songs. Like, when did this stop? Was Christine 16 the last one? There are so many songs between, like, 19, I don't know,
This
58.
is the 70s, so the 80s there were some.
Or like, it's like from like 1950s to, but I think after 1990, there's no more songs about 16-year-olds. But boy, there were a lot of them.
There's some implied.
Well,
like,
she's only
at least-
17.
Okay, well,
That's
they moved
Kip
it. They
Winger.
moved it up a year.
Yeah.
They moved
Well,
it
like
up
that
a year.
Some states
ragdoll
that's legal.
living in a movie. And he's like, never see, so fine, they never see you leaving by the back door.
Okay,
She's
how
talking
about
his
you-
her dad seeing her.
How about the other one that they did in the 70s?
Which one was that?
The one she was
Only 16?
she was a high school bleeder.
What?
Oh. Yeah.
Whoa.
She
Oh,
was
you're talking
never-
about Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walk This Way. Was
Yeah,
it?
that's
Well, yes.
yeah.
They say that in that song?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it
She was a-
only because it rhymes with cheerleader.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
She was a cheerleader. She was a real young, and then you can figure it out. But here, listen, this is not controversial, this
Yes.
next lyric. She's been around, but she's young and clean. I've got to have her. Can't live without her. Whoa, no.
Yeah, I think we're better off now that we're in the era of not singing love songs to 16-year-olds.
Do you want to hear some Rudy Sarzo news?
I don't know who Rudy Sarzo is.
Legendary bassist for Ozzy and also Quiet Riot. You don't know Rudy Sarzo?
No, well, look, I'm not a big metal guy.
Gene is really snappy.
He
He's
woke up on the
sassy.
wrong side of the bed
affable.
today.
I woke up on the right side of the bed because that's my side.
We know you woke up on the heterosexual side of the bed.
Well,
We
I wake
understand
up.
that.
Well, I've been that way my entire life.
Nobody was questioning that.
Well,
Well, I tell you, Paul's a little. He has a little more. I don't know, a little more grace, a little touch
well,
there.
Paul
You
has always
seem-
been a sweetheart.
Yeah, you just tell it like it is.
I do. And
Uh-huh.
Rudy, I got to tell you, I know you're defending your use of AI to make your solo music, but I know you've got money. You can afford a band.
Oh, is this the guy who's asking Rick Beato if he's? I saw something there. Somebody's asking Rick Beato, "Am I not legitimate because I used some AI?" Is this guy?
It might be.
Yeah. Because there's some level you can use AI, I suppose.
Well, Rudy is a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I like those bands he was with.
Mm-hmm.
He's with Ozzy's band.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. And also he was with Quiet Riot. I love Kevin Dubrow.
Okay.
May he rest in peace if
Mhm.
he's passed.
Mhm.
I think he has. Has he?
Yes, I believe he has.
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah.
That
Hi,
seems very
what's-
sincere, by the way, when you
what's-
say "rest in peace."
What's
if
the
you
gal's
passed.
name? What's this gal's
This
name?
is this is
Hi.
this is Autumn
My name
Fisher.
is Autumn. Hi.
Autumn
Hi,
Fisher. Yeah. She's.
Are you a model?
No.
Because I can see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. And
No,
so,
I've never modeled.
I
no.
like that pink hair. I thought you were a model.
Jean. She's at least.
How old?
She's
No, I'm
like 30
44.
Yeah,
That's
she's-
all right. I'm 75.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a nice
too much
age
time.
difference.
That's big enough difference there.
I like the way you. Oh yeah, look, dude, we're about in the same
As
bucket.
long
Yeah.
as there's a large difference in age,
Yeah.
it's still sexy to me. You want another story? You got to do the
no,
weather.
we got to do the. We have to go
It's
for a
traffic,
moment
Gene,
here,
traffic.
Gene.
All right.
But what's that? What is it? Louis C.K. talks about this in the new Netflix special, and he comes to the thing that the age gap. I was thinking of Autumn. He said you should not be able to put a menopausal woman between you. So if there's 40 years, like somebody was born and they actually have menopause, that should be the standard. You should not be able to fit a menopausal woman between you and the person you're dating. Alex Williams says there are traffic light issues in Peachtree Corners.
Yeah, found these traffic lights flashing red in all directions, Eric, on Highway 141, Peachtree Parkway, right at Holcomb Bridge Road. Make sure you treat that intersection as a four-way stop. A little bit of a mess trying to get through there, so just treat it as a stop sign. Elsewhere, down tree cleanup continues heading out of northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven. 85 northbound, the exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Cars only able to get through or get to that exit ramp by cutting through the Gore area. And just found new trouble heading into Midtown. Stalled box truck in the center lane, 85 southbound, before you get to the ramp to I-75 northbound. Traffic brought to you by Echo Park Speedway, home of the Quaker State 400 weekend. That Quaker State 400 available at Walmart roars into Echo Park Speedway July 11th and 12th. That's this weekend. Get your tickets for Atlanta's night race online at echoparkspeedway.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's a worthwhile cause right here in our own city.
For 26 years now, WSB has teamed up with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta to find cures for childhood cancers and blood disorders.
All of us at WSB team up to benefit the kids.
Join us again for 2 days of magic.
Thursday and Friday, July 23rd and 24th.
You can make miracles happen. Won't you please help?
More information in the WSB Radio app.
Or online at WSBradio.com.
Selling your old car on your own can be a nightmare. Shelley Winter here. I know you don't want to deal with placing ads, prepping the vehicle, meeting potential buyers, and negotiating. Save yourself a lot of time and stress by simply donating your vehicle to Cars for Kids. It's so easy, and you'll get a tax receipt for your charitable donation, a vacation voucher, and painless removal of your car. Go to carsforkids.org today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Men, if ED or PE is affecting your performance in the bedroom, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's performance in the bedroom in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Even when Viagra and Cialis have failed, men are now lasting longer than ever. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Call Priority Men's Medical Center now at 404-885-8885 or PriorityMen'sMedical.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. Did you know the water pressure regulator is the heartbeat of every home? It can affect all things in your plumbing system, and when it's not regulated, it is the main cause of most plumbing problems. They only last about 8 years. Have Superior Plumbing check yours.
Summer is here, and it's time for a whole home refresh from Zerorez. From the floors you walk on to the air you breathe, everything Zerorez cleans is 26% off. Book now at ZerorezAtlanta.com and use promo code SUMMER. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Hey, Georgia, we've got some good news. At Georgia Power, we're lowering rates to help you save. That's right. We're delivering the reliable, dependable energy you count on every day at a lower cost. Because reliability isn't just about keeping you connected. It's about helping you where it matters most, providing the power you expect and the savings you deserve. Day in and day out. Now how about that for some good news? Learn more at georgiapower.com/good news.
Is your vehicle's AC blowing hot air? Stay cool this summer with AC Pro. Right now, get a $20 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with the purchase of a select AC Pro refrigerant kit. Beat the heat with AC Pro at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Termites eating your home are scary enough, but the skyrocketing cost of your termite protection is even scarier.
Hey, it's Dave Baker with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management. Matt, Breda's customers have no need to be afraid of the cost of termite protection going up.
Your termite protection shouldn't feel like a car payment. When you switch your termite protection to Breda, your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Wow, 10 years. Those nasty termites are going to hate that.
But homeowners love it. With Breda's termite protection, there's no place to hide. Only Breda inspects inside and out with infrared cameras and microwave technology for early detection, giving you total peace of mind.
Switch to Breda for total termite protection inside and out. And a 10-year rate lock. No one's going to be chewing on your home or your wallet. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Well, Paul Stanley couldn't be with us for our entertainment music report, music news, so he sent along a good buddy, Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Seems a little, I don't know, curmudgeonly, but it's
moody
nice to have. A little
Gene
moody, a little mercurial.
Not moody.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here.
Are you happy?
Oh, yeah.
You sound happy.
I love being here.
Oh, well, it's great to have you here. You got any more music news for us?
Yeah. I don't really know who she is. Shakira.
You've heard of Shakira.
Come on, Gene.
She's
All right.
huge.
Her hips don't lie.
Okay.
She's doing a show at the Great Pyramids of Giza.
That
Well,
seems like
I
a
hope
big...
they get rid of all the people there who harass you when you're trying to walk around and look at the pyramids.
Oh, is that what happens? It's a tourist trap?
Yeah, buddy, I can walk.
Oh, you don't. What are people like offering like?
You know, they just bother you.
They offer you rides
Yeah.
and their tuk-tuks, and then
Take
they're
your
like
money.
they tell you like we're gonna take you this way and this. Oh, you're not supposed to go this way, but then they take you and.
Oh,
they
that's
get
why.
money from you.
That's why I don't travel, because I think every place I want to see is a big old tourist trap.
Eiffel
hate
Tower
dealing-
is definitely like that.
I hate dealing with people who have tchotchkes they're trying to sell you and the thing
Yeah,
and
I
the
don't
whatever.
like it either.
Because I don't like saying no to people. And in reality, I'm not interested in this stuff, but I don't want to have to keep on saying no.
You'd be okay
You've
in
got
that.
to say, hang on, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Gene. My bad.
That's not dismissive. I just forgot.
No,
your
it's
name.
fine, Gene. You go ahead. Yeah, I understand that you're in a mood.
No, I'm in a great mood.
It's not dismissive. I just forgot your name. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
I've forgotten what
You forgot what you were going to say
Yeah.
because you were dissing him.
No, I
You see what
wasn't.
happens, Gene Simmons, when you come in a bad mood?
I just want to say, Gene, you can make fun of Shakira all you want. Kiss never played at the pyramids.
We
before,
didn't
and
need to.
That's right.
Well, first of all, we're not the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Who did a run there and put out a great album. that
Yes,
I've
they did. Are you
never
big?
heard.
Are you a big Deadhead? Huh?
No, but I know they're popular.
Okay. So is Shakira.
Okay. The Rolling Stones have put out a new album, and
Yeah.
that I have heard, and it is amazing.
It's fantastic what I've heard. I haven't heard the whole thing.
Well, I would hate to sweep it under the rug without mentioning the fact that U2 has a new, as of yet to be named album, and their video for the song Street of Dreams is now available.
Now, wait a minute. Street of Dreams, that was the one they did in Vegas, wasn't it?
I don't know.
So that video's been around since they did their residency. Wasn't that the one where they had to, once the video came out, everybody said, hey, this sounds a lot like that song by Blondie, Call Me. And then they had to, I think, then add them as writers.
Oh, they did.
Because it did have that.
Well, Larry Mullen is back.
Well, that's maybe their drummer. So when they, I used you like that?
ISO that.
What's that
The
song?
song you're thinking of is Atomic City, which was released in 2023.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, pal.
Well, they were going down the street on that back. I thought it was Street of Dreams.
I don't know. Why does he always have to wear a hat?
Who?
Bono.
Does he always wear a hat?
Oh,
He wears
cowboy hat.
sunglasses.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
cowboy hat and sunglasses.
Got that wig.
Can I say this to you, Gene Simmons?
Yeah.
For most of their career, I got very excited knowing there's a new U2 album coming out, and I don't know, somewhere along the line, I just feel like they've kind of lost it.
Well, the Edge, there's only so many albums you can make using the same three chords.
Ding 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 ding. There's a couple things you can do with that.
By the way, I agree with you. The Paul McCartney album, like on the 50th listen, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Takes a little bit of an investment.
Right.
Well, Gene Simmons, thank
Thanks.
you for sitting in for your pal.
I'll tell Paul he missed a great time. Thanks, Jerry.
It's Jared. I was actually going to sign up to be your roadie. How much does that cost again?
For you, $50,000.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You're
A little insider deal. Alex Williams says there's a stalled truck on 85 South in Midtown.
Yeah, coming out of northeast Atlanta, making your way toward the city. Eric, look out for this one. It's right in the center lane, 85 southbound, before you get down to the ramps to I-75 northbound. So we are seeing some delays starting just south of Georgia 400. Traffic troopers just called me and told me about a new crash. I believe I see it on the jam cam here in a center lane or right center lane, heading into Cobb County out of Sandy Springs, 285 westbound before you get to I-75, exit number 20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
School's out, so traffic is down, but your guard should still be up. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. Summer road trips, aggressive drivers, and teen drivers could lead to more wrecks. I know. I see them each and every day. Been hit and hurt in a life-changing wreck? Make the life-changing call to the Strong Arm. Insurance companies want to pay you way less than you deserve. The Strong Arm will fight for you. Zero cost until they win. Call 24/7 for your free case evaluation. JohnFoy.com.
Waiting for the right time to replace those drafty, rotting old windows? Now's the time. NG Windows is having their biggest sale of the year. Save 24% off. Plus up to 12 months, no interest, no payments. Upgrade to beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows now and save 24% off. Hurry, sale ends July 31st. Window and door shopping made simple.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
For over 50 years, family-owned and operated Breda Pest Management has believed in doing right by our community. Not just protecting our homes from bugs and critters, but supporting our neighbors, too. It's Scott Slade with my friend Matt Breda of Breda Pest Management. Matt, I want to thank you for being so committed to the WSB Care-a-thon benefiting the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorder Center at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Scott, at Breda, our name is on the line, and so is our commitment to the community, and that includes supporting the WSB Care-a-thon.
Breda has committed to a minimum donation of $20,000 this year.
Let's make an impact together. Breda will donate $100 for every new client who signs up for any of our pest management services now through July 24th.
So make your house a healthy home. Sign up and give back with Breda. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. BREDAPest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to My Computer Career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. WSB's top local story is breaking news from Southeast Atlanta, where police are stringing up yellow tape as multiple people are shot in Old Fourth Ward. The tape is going up around the Bedford Pine Apartments near Angier and Boulevard Avenues. Now, the Atlanta Police Department says the exact number of people shot is not known, nor is what led to the gunfire. Be sure and stay with WSB for team coverage of this developing story. Gwinnett County Police say a 17-year-old girl is missing from Snellville. Brianna Armani Fernandez has not been seen since leaving her home in the 4800 block of Tower View Drive on Monday. Brianna is described as black, about 5'3", 167 pounds, with a very short haircut. Anyone with information about the teen's whereabouts is being asked to call Gwinnett County Police. This wet weather we've been seeing over the last few weeks is going to go a long way towards helping the state's agriculture industry, we've learned.
Not long ago, we were in a desperate state.
Earlier this year, our state, 98% of our state actually was in a drought, and it caused significant challenges for our farmers and producers getting the crop season kicked off.
Ag Commissioner Tyler Harper says we're doing better now, but won't know the full impact for a while.
No specific
specific data on any crop specifically impacted, because a lot of that you won't see until harvest time and when you start getting yields in.
Much of Georgia still faces abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
One person locked up, one person at large after a police chase ends with an SUV crashing into a DeKalb County home's backyard. Blaine Clark with DeKalb County Police says it happened before dawn today when officers spotted a vehicle which had fled earlier from Stone Mountain Police after an attempted traffic stop there.
A pursuit ensued, which ended when the suspect vehicle struck an unoccupied parked vehicle on Old Highgate entry. The driver and passenger got out of the vehicle and ran.
The driver and passenger did run, but only one of them got away, the driver. And the investigation continues. Anyone with information about the suspect is asked to send an anonymous tip through the free DeKalb County PD app or by texting DKPD to 847-411. Heads up if you're planning to use AI for your financial planning. A new study from the University of Georgia urges you to proceed with caution.
Artificial intelligence tools are getting better every day.
But at this point, there are some limits.
University of Georgia professor Dr. Swarn Chatterjee has found those limits are specifically around financial planning. While answers about savings or investments are not incorrect, they can vary based on a person's race or gender. So he says the bottom line for now,
when actually developing a financial plan or getting a real advice, it's probably better to go to an expert rather than just rely on the chatbot.
Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Forsyth County is starting construction on a new water intake facility at Lake Lanier. County spokesman Russell Brown says it'll be offshore near Tidwell Park and pump water underground from the lake to the county's treatment plant. But it's going to take some time to complete.
The construction timeline for the project has this water intake facility opening around 2031.
Starting August 3rd, Tidwell Park will be closed for 3 years, and it's getting some upgrades, too, like signs, benches, and a courtesy dock. The Cobb County Sheriff's Office is warning residents about scam calls with criminals posing as what? Their deputies. The callers falsely claim you've got an outstanding warrant or you need to pay money to avoid arrest or resolve some sort of legal issue, a ticket or something. The agency says in a social media post they will never call and demand payment for any legal matter. If you get one of these calls, you should hang up and you should report it to the department. You know, although finances are squeezed for many, this summer, more Americans are saying yes to travel anyway. A Bank of America survey finds nearly half of consumers are redeeming financial rewards to get their trips done.
Despite Americans are cutting back on their spending, travel is actually a regular part of their budget, and it's something that they're planning around.
Shika Nurula with Bank of America says 80% of Generation Z plans to use rewards to pay for their trips. She says rewards these days are no longer considered a perk. Right now, they're being used as a core budgeting tool. It is 6:34. Time for live team coverage once again of your traffic and your weather. And the evening drive is going to begin with triple team traffic. And Alex Williams, tell us about that late evening commute.
Still a few trouble spots bogging things down, Veronica. The stalled truck into Midtown, still in the center lane, 85 southbound before the ramp to 75 north, so look out for that. Found the crash in the center lane out of Sandy Springs into Cobb. It's 285 westbound, the outer loop before I-75, exit 20. Police on scene, hoping they'll get that one to the right shoulder. And I am also still seeing delays on Briarcliff Road in both directions, trying to make it through the intersection of La Vista Road. I believe that's some malfunctioning traffic lights, so make sure if that's the case, you treat that intersection as a four-way stop. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Heavy rain and thunderstorms continue to roll through the metro Atlanta area. They will come to an end later on this evening. Temperatures tonight will fall to the mid-70s. Tomorrow morning, a few isolated rain showers or thunderstorms possible, but the majority of the rain and storms will develop later tomorrow afternoon, mainly between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Some of these storms will be capable of producing heavy downpours as well as a few isolated damaging wind gusts. Tomorrow's highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. More scattered storms on the way for Sunday with highs in the upper 80s. And rain showers and thunderstorms will continue for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Right now, we are seeing 82 degrees in Lithia Springs. It's 77 in College Park. Temperatures now at 80. At 6:35 in Midtown Atlanta. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's just a matter of time. Clogged toilets, sinks, and sewer backups are common. It happened to me, and I call TE. Chris Chandler here. The drain team at TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling cleared my drain fast and for just $73. Get same-day service from experienced specialists with stock vehicles to clear your clog fast for just $73.
TE Certified. We love your home.
All right, I'll say what you're thinking. Christmas in July? Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but neither does this. Because this isn't a clearance rack. It's our Solomon Brothers collection. Diamond essentials, tennis bracelets, earrings, everyday pieces done the right way. And for a limited time, all of it 31% off. So don't analyze it. Don't wait. Just come in. Solomon Brothers Christmas in July sale. 31% off everything.
Someone calls you to lay your bike down? Get the very best. SteelHorseLaw.com.
Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. Over the past 30 years, we've seen countless lives change for the better and health issues greatly improved, if not completely resolved, by customers changing their diets, starting with real bread. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. For various customers, we've seen cholesterol levels drop 85 to 100 points in just 1 month, blood sugar stabilized, anemia corrected, and hundreds of stories of warts going away. In one case, as many as 500 warts gone in just 2.5 weeks. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. Let us help you take the first steps to better health. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
So I saw this. You know, they changed the name of the airport. What is it?
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
Yeah,
I always get it wrong. I say Palm Springs.
It used to be PBI, but now it's DJT.
I don't think now that's the airport code they've changed now. I don't know I don't know that the signage has changed yet. If you're going into the airport, that it says you are now entering Donald J. Trump Airport.
They have changed some of the interstate signage. I don't know about the actual airport itself, though.
So it's now it's his airport. I think from his point of view, because he says,
I own it. It's mine.
Well, I think he thinks he owns it now. It's because he says it's going to be one of the greatest in the world. So this is to that airport. By the way, you changed the name. Now he thinks he owns it. So
Delta 99, you are pleased to stay at that altitude and heading bearing. Contact Delta 99 standby. Delta 9, your pilot, Delta 99 pilot niner. Who did you vote for in the last election? Delta 99, please answer the question. Who did you vote?
Sir, I think we don't have to specify who we voted for.
All right, you're going to have to go around for another approach. Just,
sir, we've already been approved for.
Well, no, I have intervened. We have there's debris on the runway.
Just tell him you voted for Kamala. Just let him know.
We voted for you, Trump.
All right, you are cleared for landing on
Excellent,
runway
thank
5.
you. 10-4.
Yeah, good. Roger.
No liberals allowed to land.
Well, I mean, at least hide it. I don't care. Just, Roger 9 or all that. Right?
I just wonder how much, because they changed the name, he'll be calling him up I don't like the color scheme.
No, I don't like it. It's pretty ugly. Look, I landed there the other day, and what can you do something about make the runways gold?
I wouldn't be surprised if he gave them some advice, some decorating advice or something, and then if they don't take it, then he'll bring it up.
Yeah. I told you that it would look really good if you had paintings of me inside of all the terminals, and I haven't seen one yet, and
Hey, as Biden hasn't got one yet. Got to get some
small airport. An airport?
That's Scranton.
He should get a little railroad something.
Oh yeah. That's an Amway train.
Maybe you can get a little choo-choo train you can ride around at Knoebels Grove in Knoebels Grove, PA, or Hershey Park.
I got a couple questions here. First of all, is Conor McGregor fighting this weekend?
Yes.
Why?
I've got a lot to prove.
Has he won? Do people just pay to watch Conor McGregor get beat up now? When is the last time he won something?
It's been a while. He's not the favorite in this fight either.
So it's just people just like to watch him get beat up.
Yeah, he's fighting Max Holloway.
People love to watch an Irishman get his arse kicked.
There's an awesome shot because Max Holloway, this is how you know a lot of this is staged here. He's wearing those meta glasses.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor, during their face-off, he rips the meta glasses off, and the angle from the glasses is pretty cool. Here the glasses get thrown off here.
They
get separated.
I can hear the angle being
Yeah,
really good.
excuse me. By the way, are there 50,000 people watching this?
It's like a whole press conference.
I know, but it sounds like there's a whole stadium.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. He starts singing to the crowd too.
Yeah, people showed up, thought that it was like Taylor Swift was going to perform or something.
Well,
I'd love to fight Taylor Swift.
They almost got it.
You might win.
You're my Wonderwall.
Oh.
Baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me.
Oh my goodness.
And after all,
What is this?
you're my Wonderwall.
Someone with CTE is what you're listening to.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, it just seems like, when is the last time? Can you look it up, George? When is the
He had a
last time this
fight?
guy actually won something significant? Not
Yeah.
like, I know he beat up an old man in a pub once.
He had a fight in 2024 that was canceled. In 2021, he fought Dustin Poirier, who just got drunk on the plane recently.
Uh-huh.
He fought him twice and lost.
Right.
2020, he won against Donald Cerrone.
Okay, so we go back to 2020.
Yeah,
I'm well
6
rested.
years ago.
Well rested.
But it is funny how people, like, it's just certain celebrity, right?
Well, he has a name that.
Yeah, it's
has
still
really
worth
stuck.
it.
And
It's
he's good at
still-
the hype.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah.
will go and watch.
And it's like, hey, we can watch Conor McGregor get beat up again. Apparently, this is a thing.
And join the WWE. That way, you're not really getting beat up, but you can have all the hype you want and still make money.
Funny that he hasn't made that leap yet.
Yeah.
Seems like obvious that he would at some point do the wrestling thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's done the boxing thing. Who did he lose to in boxing? I can't quite remember.
Oh, it was Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
right?
Was it Floyd Mayweather?
I
yeah,
feel like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that he makes cash off of it. He's an entertainer.
Yeah, but I mean, couldn't he do like this, become a commentator or something, sit next to Joe Rogan or something like that?
You heard the end of him singing Wonderwall there. You can't understand a word he's
By
saying.
the way, the commentating thing, there seems to be this idea that Russell Wilson is going to be great. I don't think he's going to be in the booth. I think he's going to be he's going to replace Matt Ryan at the
so he'll
desk.
be doing the pregame,
and the halftime
and post.
And post. Where is this evidence that the whole thing about Russell Wilson is that he's a phony. He always says what he thinks you want him to say. Why do people think that this guy's going to be good as any kind of commentator on television? The reason he's had trouble leading squads is because in the locker room, people think he's phony, a phony baloney.
Yeah.
I've never seen any evidence that Russell Wilson would bring some kind of insight or interesting angle to anything. He's the most corporate kind of being that you possibly can be, I think.
Conor McGregor should fight him.
Yes, or Conor McGregor, actually.
I'll let him beat me up.
I would like to see, yeah. At this point, Conor McGregor, anybody can beat me up for the right price.
As long as there's a payday, I'll let somebody beat the hell out of me.
I would rather hear his gibberish than Russell Wilson.
I'm going to call it. Remember, like, for some reason they didn't like Drew Brees? I didn't think he was that bad. I don't know what it was. Did he have bad breath? What was going on? Drew Brees showed up at NBC, and then it was just like, oh, we hate him, and he was gone immediately. I saw him a couple times. I didn't think he was that bad. But, I mean, I'll tell you right now, remember I called Megyn Kelly? This will never work. Russell Wilson. It won't work. And I will even predict further than that. I will predict that halfway through the season, some quarterback will get hurt, and the excuse that they'll use is they're calling in Russell Wilson. I need to leave the show because, Jacoby Brissett got hurt, and the Cardinals just need a real quarterback. Something. I don't think anybody who's got like a Super Bowl chance is going to call in Russell Wilson, but somebody could call him in.
Put it on Kalshi.
I'm going to my nephew's wedding in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'll just put it in his ear. Hey, here's $10. Put this on Russell Wilson.
NBC says that they found his on-air performances to be a bit underwhelming.
Drew,
NBC.
Drew Brees. I know, and it was like immediate, and they never gave him a chance to. I didn't think he was that terrible. I mean, who cares? It's the pre-show. What matters is if you're doing the game. Right? What really matters is you're doing the game.
That's why you need Tirico or you need all the
that
good
whole
guys.
CBS, all those crews, don't they all need to just be completely redone?
When's
I mean, do we really want to see? We want to see Bradshaw again? I mean, like, is he still doing stuff?
He
that's
can't even
interesting?
keep up when they go through the runaround of all the different scores.
Yeah, and it used to be funny because now it's pathetic. I mean, even like the host and like, wait, you got Kurt on one and James Brown on the other.
That's right, on
And
CBS.
remember, they used to be on the opposite. One year they just switched. Used to be
that's
one where they just switched from CBS to Fox, and they went the other. But they've been, what's it been now? 25 years, 30 years.
They've been doing it for a while.
It's been this same group, and you're gonna tweak it with a Russell Wilson. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. That guy, he had some good years where he was fun to watch in the league, but I have never heard Russell Wilson say anything that was even remotely interesting. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in Cobb.
Yeah, a couple of cars have bumped into each other here, Eric, in the center lane, 285 westbound, the outer loop. As you get over the Chattahoochee River Bridge coming out of Sandy Springs, approaching I-75, exit 20. Brake lights start before New Northside Drive. Elsewhere, we're still watching that stalled box truck in the center lane into Midtown, 85 southbound, before you get down towards 17th Street. And the down tree cleanup continues on the 85 north exit ramp to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Cars able to still get onto that exit ramp by cutting through the Gore, but if you don't want to do that, you can head up and use Claremont Road, exit 91. Traffic brought to you by Air Conditioning Specialists. Ready for summer? Call Air Conditioning Specialists. Get a professional AC tune-up for just $59. Call 478-COMFORT. ACS, your comfort is our specialty. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto. There is nothing more annoying than dealing with Atlanta drivers that are not paying attention. I'm not sure why we're experiencing this uptick in distracted driving, but it needs to stop, and I have a solution to fix it. Join me from 11 to midnight this Saturday on my Nightcap as I share my solution and cover the latest news of the night.
Who doesn't want more? When it comes to your front door, more is a double door. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. We'll transform your outdated single front door, side lights, and transom into a gorgeous new double door. No matter the size of your entryway, even if others said it can't be done, All Four Seasons can customize the double doors of your dreams. When trust matters, trust us. All, the number 4, seasonsgarages.com.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler craftsman at Shane Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, not with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Joint pain, awful when you're the person who's fighting through it. But I'm betting you aren't the only ones affected by it. Maybe you love someone who struggles with joint pain and you see it. You see what they don't say, what they've slowly stopped doing. It's July. The days are long. The light hangs around. It's time to be outside, moving, playing, living, and you're sitting it out. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Let's talk about getting that life back. Because at QC Kinetics, that's what's happening every day. People who are stuck in that cycle of pain in their hips, knees, shoulders, and back, they're finally stepping out of it. With regenerative treatments done right there in their office, no surgery, long recovery, or putting life on hold. Just real relief. The inflammation eases and the pain lets go. We hear it all the time, not just from patients, from people around him. He's back. She's herself again. So if this sounds like you or someone you love, go find out what's possible. QC Kinetics offers a free consultation to see if you're a candidate. Call 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026.
Let's face it, nobody puts septic service on their wish list. But if your septic system needs attention, here's something to feel good about. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. For every new customer through July 23rd, we'll donate $100 to the WSB Care-a-thon. Get the septic help you need, and together we'll help children.
Take the sting out of septic service and help some amazing kids.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. Most home sellers get one offer. It's somewhere between lowball and not good enough. Orchard changes that. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler with Orchard's new Orchard Offers. You don't just get one offer, you get multiple cash offers from serious investors, all competing for your home. Here's how it works. You work with an Orchard agent who submits your home to their exclusive network of hundreds of local cash buyers. They come to you with offers. You review them all and pick the best one on your terms. So you don't have to settle on one offer or worry about leaving money on the table. That's how you know you're getting top dollar. Orchard offers means no repairs, no showings, no drawn-out process. Before you accept any offer, see them all first. Get a free home valuation and see your offers today with Orchard Offers. Go to orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Hi, I'm Kevin Deutsch, co-host of the Car Guys radio show and general manager of Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Every Saturday, we share insider industry information so you can walk into a dealership informed and empowered. And when you're ready to experience that transparency in action, I invite you to visit us at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. My team is committed to delivering luxury, clarity, and respect every single day. Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, the standard of amazing.
All right, I guess we got to hit this one before we go because we're done for the week after this segment.
That makes me sad.
So there's new influencers out there on your social medias. And there's a new category. I don't know if it's new, but it's getting headlines because there's pushback. And that's the cannabis mom. Now, this is interesting. You have a package that you appear to have truncated because it doesn't really go all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to it. We get enough information here.
We're using this as a tool.
Texas mom of two and content creator Rachel Gibbs says cannabis doesn't check her out of motherhood, but rather helps her to check in and quiet the static in her head. And she says its impact on parenting her 3- and 5-year-old kids has been tremendous.
I can get down on their level. I have more patience. It's calmed the nerves down.
Videos tagged by so-called canna moms or garden moms have racked up millions of views across social media. Addiction specialists suggest it shouldn't be thought of as a harmless alternative to alcohol.
See, it seems to me like there should be more to that
It does
report.
seem like there should be a little bit more.
Kind of ended there.
I think that I do the same thing.
Yeah, this is good, right?
I don't know about smoking, but I do other.
You use alcohol, not weed.
It's not like I use it. It's like I need it.
You can get down to their level.
Because like when it's time to nap, go to bed.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Then you're like,
yeah.
Did you ever think about where you were before you were here?
Yeah, yeah. That brings you down to the level of a child, right?
Yeah,
you can understand.
They're like, well, and I don't. It's not like I give it to them. I just have some, and we don't go anywhere. There's a park next to my house.
Yeah.
So I just go there.
Here's another thing. Today, I think most people will think that
they feel sick.
Yeah, I would be in favor of this.
I just miss.
All right, you don't have to. Don't get into the whole. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Who gets high and starts crying?
I'm not high.
Oh, you're drunk. Okay, you're going the other way. So most people will think that I'd be in favor of this because I'm rather open-minded when it comes to the cannabis. But I don't like. To me, I like the idea of that's a recreational thing. I don't like when people try to say, it should be more legal because it's actually good and you do. I don't have any need for that. It's enough for me to say, no, I was born a free person. When I get all the work done and I've done the things I'm supposed to do, then I believe I should be allowed to kind of put my feet up and enjoy myself. I don't like when people try to the more marijuana you smoke, the better work you'll do. I don't know that there's evidence of that. That's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is get the work done, and then I don't want to be arrested because I've done all my work, I've taken care of my family, I've paid my taxes, and now I'm just enjoying myself in the backyard. I don't know why people seem to feel a need to try to make it seem like more than it is. It's just a recreational drug.
It's not for them. They feel like what is it like for them? Why do they choose that instead of it being recreational?
Yeah, it should. Well, yeah, exactly. I think this lady's crazy in some other way, and she's kind of like
canna mom
seized on this. Why does everybody have to have a brand and a thing that they are?
Social media makes that.
I guess.
I'm an alky mom.
Yeah,
we have
fine.
Alky Mom here.
I love it. Think about all the generations of people have been raised by me and people like me.
They all came out all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
Well, most. All right, speaking of getting out, that music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up and get the hell out. And you know us, we do what we're told. We're good citizens like that. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great radio show for you, as usual. We're going to take the weekend off. We hope you have a great weekend. We're going to come back and do this show again starting 3 p.m. on Monday. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
6:56 in the Trustdale.com traffic center watching. Authorities hold all lanes to clear a crash into Cobb County 285 westbound near the Chattahoochee River before I-75. That's going off to the right shoulder. We've got a couple of left center lanes blocked into town, 85 south before the ramp to 75 north in the Brookwood merge. And tree down cleanup continues on the 85 northbound exit ramp to North Druid Hills. That exit ramp is still blocked off. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Ashley Frasca, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
In about 40% of housing markets in the United States, the number of listings of homes for sale is the highest it's been in nearly a decade. And if you look at listings, you'll see price cuts in markets where people are having trouble selling their homes. We're not at what's known as price capitulation yet, but you're going to see prices that work better for you, particularly as a first-time home buyer, next year.